Just gonna.
I changed the fucking title, guys. There we go. What? Hello,
What?
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are. Why is this part 3? I didn't tell you to be part 3, Twitch. I told you to be part 2. There we go.
Oh, good lord! I am.
Kick, are you part 2? No, you're still Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's amazing. That's fucking great. Kick is an amazing piece of software. It's definitely not a piece of shit.
Hello, ladies and germs. On my end, welcome to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are. Last time on the Paper Mario of the Thousand-Year Door,
Last time on Spider-Man.
we got stranded on a deserted island.
You know what?
Oh.
That's probably more interesting. I wish Spider-Man would get stranded on a
Sorry.
deserted island so that we could have
Sorry about that brief echo.
something cool happen. Select Chain Lightning or Venom Punch. Come back here when you want to change your loadout, because this is a fucking Call of Duty game, apparently. Venom Punch or Chain Lightning.
Hello, Wacka. Hey, Alex, you know what I'm gonna do with this thing?
What?
Bonk it on the head.
Bonk!
Okay, so Whack-a-Bump is a
I
very
have
busted
4
healing
abilities. Why can't I
item.
just put them in the fucking... You know what? I don't even care anymore.
Look at that. 25 HP and 25 FP.
Thank you, Miles. Hi, Aaron. Are you back to being dumb, or are we good now?
I mean, at what point were we ever given the impression that he was, smart? Alex?
Well, well, he was in a good movie once, so.
I mean, two good movies, but you get the idea.
I mean, he was also in he was also in Across the Spider-Verse, but yeah. That it is Across the Spider-Verse. Beyond the Spider-Verse is the one that's been delayed.
To which my response is, wow, wow.
Why didn't that work? God damn it.
Now,
Glorified fucking QuickTime event. Everywhere I go, I see his face.
I ended up seeing an interesting take from one Mr. Hamill, where apparently he thought it would be a great, and I do stress great idea, to sell autographs for
$500, I think it was?
Yeah!
Yeah. Like, okay, you're the star of one of the greatest movies ever, one of the greatest trilogies of movies ever made, and had to suffer through The Last Jedi. I understand, and that your signature comes... Times are hard, and signatures come at a premium here. And Disney never wants to pay... Miles, can you please swing? There we go. Anyways,
Alex, you're asking Miles to swing, and he will not swing.
Why do you have a craft bar in a fucking... What am I supposed to do here? Why do you have a craft bar in a fucking water tower? Miles, please.
Oh, geez, these forest fuzzies really want me to get another level up.
Am I hitting R1? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
I kept on saying am not to R2, and well, that didn't go over so smoothly.
Wow.
Yeah, shut up, R2.
D- Why is Robbie Robertson so young? Sitting at
Who?
that that bar. That bar which is on a roof in New York City, out in the open. Yeah, Robbie Robertson and is supposed to be, like, middle-aged, and he looks like he's about Miles' age.
That just
Here
seems
he comes, here comes Speed
Some speed
Racer.
racer. He's a
He's a
demon on
demon on
wheels.
wheels.
He's a
He's a
demon and he's gonna
demon
be
and he's gonna
chasing
be
after
chasing after
somebody.
someone. That was surprisingly easy.
What?
Uh, okay, so
Forgetting.
now the tricks work.
They say that it's tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky.
Is that from, is that from, Parappa the Rapper?
No.
Okay. Miles. Miles, please.
Y-
Go
Do
right.
you not,
Ow.
Alex? Do you genuinely not know? It's the first song featured in in the second Sonic the Hedgehog movie, my guy.
Oh.
This beat is my recital. I feel it's very vital to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. Here we go. How do you not know that? Come the fuck
I don't
on,
remember.
man.
Crime
How
reported.
do
Branding attack. Attack by Axelrod Gamer. Where
I
is this? Is it over here? No, it's over there.
I still Okay, let's tattle these guys.
Miles.
I'm poisoned. And now I'm double poisoned. Don't ask me how that makes any sense.
I remember when this thing used to work. The disarming ability rather than, you know. Why are you performing a human sacrifice or branding or whatever the fuck? Why are you performing a branding ritual out in the open?
Alex, you should know
Nobody ever
better.
accused New York City criminals of having a brain.
I mean, Norman Osborn and Dr. Otto Octavius are supposed to be smart.
Okay, they might be the exceptions.
Adrian Toombs was also kind of smart.
That! I just destroyed this person's balcony. For no reason.
Alex, you would be surprised how many criminals in Spider-Man's rogues gallery are actually quite intelligent.
Oh, they're allegedly intelligent.
I know.
Yep. Miles, please.
I really like
Miles, please.
in this game I really like using Vivian's fiery jinx ability,
Arson
which lets
reported.
me not only damage every enemy out on screen, but it also gives them a burn status. So that's kind
Oh.
of why I've been using Vivian quite a bit and whenever I play this
Miles,
game.
please. Why are the fucking... I swear to fucking God... Miles, please. And And since Spider-Man died, the arson is gone.
So that was the secret to getting rid of the arson, killing off
Don't.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
Well,
kind of wonder now, hell, if maybe we just killed Spider-Man and off, would all crime in New York City just end?
I don't know if that's how that works, Chief.
Probably not.
Okay, so
So, apparently, Insomniac, I haven't finished this game, obviously, although I have spent Tanker Strike.
Insomniac wants to do
Yeah.
what Marvel's been doing and push Miles Morales as the
Yeah, they
main
want to.
character for the Spider-Man series as for the future to come. I hope you're prepared for your series to tank, Insomniac, because
Hey,
let's be real
guys,
here,
I can't. You can't.
nobody is going to buy these games. A
So,
They don't buy
Miles,
Spider-Man for Miles Morales. They buy Spider-Man and for Peter Parker.
Miles, I hope you realize that you can't actually attach web to water like that.
Oh,
The fact
come
that that
on.
worked is almost embarrassing.
You know what?
Found
You know
him?
what?
I wasn't hiding!
Because it's like
You know, I
some people
remember
don't
back in the
under.
day, Peter Parker got to where he was with only super strength, but then everybody else had to have more fucking abilities.
Yeah.
You gotta have Miles gets the ability to turn invisible. That was fine. But then he has like in Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, the way they used his weird Venom shock abilities was really good. But like in this game they basically just turned him into fucking Goku.
Goku. Oh, Bobbery's getting his ass kicked.
And Spider-Man is stupid, so he gets gunned down in the middle of the street. And once more, the crime has
Oh,
been solved off screen
oh,
by
Alex.
somebody else.
Oh, Alex, we're gonna get a really good fourth wall joke.
Wonder if don't
And
tell J.
hey,
Jonah
you
Jameson
out there
about
in
this.
front of the TV. Yeah, I'm talking to you. It may be pretty obvious to you who I really am, but no telling Mario, or else. Crump, your disguise is. I hate to repeat the pun that I put into the video description. Paper or thin. Like, Alex, if you've watched my streams, you would be able to recognize this guy. I'd be like, oh, that's that guy from earlier. Crump is supposed to be like second in command of the X-Nauts.
Okay. Yeah, they're
And
planning on
Vivian's like,
like
you
I
out there in front of the TV? Does that make sense to anyone here? That's that's a good question, Vivian. We will not be getting the answer to that.
yeah, apparently Spider-Man 3 is going to be entirely Miles centric, which you
Yay!
could make that work, but Miles's game was already shitty enough. So I don't
Yeah.
have much faith in y'all's ability to make this work. Now I haven't finished this game obviously, but I have played around with the graphical settings off screen, and I can confirm that the high definition with the low frame rate, quote unquote, higher detail mode, doesn't actually improve the graphical quality at all. It just makes
Nope.
it just makes the game run at a lower frame rate and adds more useless shit on the screen.
Yep. So also another new. It was Mario Party 3 is now on the Switch is on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Yep.
I've been playing it so that I can get the rest of the stuff for story mode. Either
I
for
hit the dodge button and I
and
got
nothing.
taken out by a flamethrower. Don't tell Craven about this. I have a feeling he's going to want to use that information against me in the very near future.
You know, Craven's gonna gonna watch this stream on YouTube and be like, I could
Oh, so
very well use this.
Spider-Man weak to fire. It is only thing he cannot dodge, comrade.
Everybody's
He
gonna
hit
come packed with flamethrowers.
Peter. Peter and Miles hit circle button, and it does not help against flame. They need to borrow flamethrower from World War I Americans. Oh yeah, there's also a really shitty suit that I'm going to be saddled with later on in this game.
Oh, I'm
That
sure.
is, yeah, it's an Adidas thing. Like it's Adidas branded. Uh, you know, I has the
Well,
Miles' neck is way too fucking long. You see
hey,
this
Alex.
shit. Yeah?
Yes, I'm seeing this shit. You want to know something funny?
Yeah?
Miles could probably embody the "come at me, bro" meme.
Yeah. So
Just with
Attack on
that,
Titan ended.
and Aaron's
It's
still an incel.
Yeah, they Mappa made an accurate adaptation of the manga to the anime in a time when they really fucking shouldn't have. Everybody
Yep.
hates that fucking. I'm sorry, I just saw that there are $200 earbuds, PlayStation earbuds coming from Sony. No, thank you. Yeah, Miles, you're a goddamn idiot.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
Whatever happened to Spider-Man and his mask basically being like his face? You remember back when you'd have to kill Spider-Man to get his goddamn mask off almost?
And then Mark Webb made that change.
Look, look, there was a
Alex,
Mark Webb was not the
you're
first
not.
one to do that,
I
thankfully.
know.
And
I
Tobey
know, but
Maguire Tobey Maguire had to take his mask off because his fucking face got covered in sparks. Like the mask would get damaged, shit would happen, you know? Well, you didn't
yeah, I know.
have
I
Spider-Man
know.
taking his goddamn mask
I know
off
I'm
all the
fucking
time.
with you.
Oh, that's just you could just do that.
Okay, so yeah, and it's like
Miles,
to
please.
the Attack on Titan fans who called Deku a pussy. Now who's laughing? Now who's laughing?
The
Yeah,
fuck?
I bet you're feeling pretty dumb right now.
I hate these fucking triggers.
Do you feel triggered?
Sure.
I couldn't resist. It was right there, Alex. It was that right there, ripe for me to exploit it. It was practically gift wrapped to me in a nice bundle.
You know, I'm never going to do this ever again.
Proceeds to do it a few more times.
I've just got more fucking collectibles. Why does it look like a knockoff Iron Man emblem?
And because of the whole
Prowler stash complete.
what?
Yeah, so I'm a pair. You've received a rare tech part. Use your resources to unlock new suits, gadgets, and suit tech. I have a feeling none of this is going to be important to finish the game. You can boost your combat and traversal abilities by upgrading suit tech. Okay, so that's not bad. Upgrade your health using a rare tech part. Okay. Collect additional resource. Okay, so that's actually useful.
Yeah, that's
Possibly.
yeah, that's actually useful.
That thank you game. Like you have I now have a reason to get this shit. I have skills that are affordable. Slingshot launch. Loop de loop. Sure. Huh.
I still
Ooh,
find it
actually,
hilarious that you
air
guys
disarm is
named
a good one.
I still find it hilarious you guys named the Yoshi brother.
I tell you, brother.
I got
Actually,
a coconut.
I can unlock more suits apparently. Family business. Classic suit. Max suit. I can make this
Batman.
suit incredibly confusing.
I can't even I'm not even sure how to feel about I'll, I wonder what would
MCU
happen
hybrid suit.
if the costume designer for Batman and Robin were to come in and do costume designs for or any Spider-Man media. Would we get
Ah,
spider nipples?
oh god, I don't want to think about that.
Alex, unfortunately, now the image is in your head. Enjoy.
I hear voices head,
They
they
counsel
counsel
you,
me
understand?
and understand.
They
They
talk to
talk to
you?
me.
Okay, good.
So Tekken 8 is coming out eventually. There's a
Maybe.
new Planet of the Apes film that's going to be releasing apparently. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty
Yeah.
human.
Robert Downey Jr. is allegedly returning to the role of Iron Man and in the MCU, which just goes to show how desperate they are.
Yep.
And the Twitch app is shutting down on the Switch at the same time as Twitter functionality is being removed from the PS4 and PS5.
Wow. Just wow.
Now they're just speaking in Spanish.
Madre
I mean,
de mios.
I'm not actually listening to what they're saying. I'm talking to you. So, having worked with a Puerto Rican girl for about a year, this is not how Puerto Rican people talk in real life.
Alex, you forget we're also friends with a Puerto Rican.
I know. Oh, I'm just saying, like, I have several points of reference for this. This is completely not authentic. Hold, hold start to investigate. Why do I need to hold a different button rather than doing a thing? Where, where is this? This is the thing 500 meters away. Miles. Miles, please.
You know what's a good thing
Oh,
about having ice
oh, God.
power or equipped onto my person? Now any enemy that's made of fire can't do damage to me.
I could use that ability right now.
What?
Miles. Miles, you overshot the target.
Oh, Bobbery is in pain and he needs some Chocola Cola. If this were Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I don't think you'd want any of that. Because believe me, if
I
you
just
had
bashed that guy over the head with a fucking breeze block. He's dead.
Okay, so Alex, in case you're wondering, in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, there's an enemy in the game where it's literally sentient soda that tries to attack you.
Huh.
It's in a huge barrel, which I have to assume it's not actually cola, since you know how censorship works.
I'm
Coca-Cola.
I'm back.
Hi, Gizmo.
Hey, Gizmo. You have a link
How
to
you
your
guys doing?
show?
Yep. I hold on. Let me just post. Let me just give it to you guys in broadcast.
Yeah.
By the way,
We were just talking about how Twitch and Twitch functionality is being removed from the Switch, and Twitter functionality is being removed from the PS5 and PS4.
Okay, PS4 I understand because that's like a last gen. That's officially a last gen console, but PS5 this
I
early?
I think it's
Apparently,
because I think it's
it's
because
probably
people
got.
don't want. I think it's because certain insecure developers don't want on on details about their game being leaked out on social media.
Well, they also probably it also probably has something to do with Elon Musk asking them to actually, pay to access the API these days. Is because
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
that
like
Okay,
yeah that
so from
God forbid you actually have to pay to deal with the. How did that not kill me?
from what I
Hang on.
understand about the pay once a year thing, he said that just so he said that as a way to hold on. He said that it could be a way to separate the actual users from the bots, which sounds
Yeah.
well on paper it sounds fair. On paper, it sounds like it should work.
Well, it's also one of
but
those
in
issues where
practice,
people were
Shown to be a
accessing the
bot,
Twitter API and like scraping like thousands of dollars worth of data, like costing the company actual money with the amount of shit they were or that they were running the servers through, and it
right?
was causing the site problems, and it's been causing the site problems for long before Elon Musk took the company over. And for people to say, "Oh, this
it
is Elon
it,
Musk's
it
fault," well, no, this was a long time coming. I think it's just that Elon Musk is the guy who happened to be in charge when they had to do it. You know,
yeah.
this is the
Well, what are you
world's
gonna do?
shittiest photograph, but it worked. So the game let me do it.
Oh, I don't need that. Forgot.
Yeah, earlier we also talked about Mark Hamill was charging $500 for an autograph.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! You cannot be that hurt.
Maybe that Mandalorian check isn't coming in as
Okay,
reliably as
so
it used to.
it's probably his agent.
I mean, honestly, like I kind of understand him charging a premium for that, but like, I don't know. No, but it might be an issue. Just to play devil's advocate here, it might be an issue of like people will people will get autographs and then resell them, and a couple of people actually had to stop signing things. Like Neil Armstrong had to stop uh, doing signings uh, because people were just getting his autograph to resell.
Or I get it, but that's not a way to steer away scalpers. They're gonna get an autograph one way or another.
Well, yeah, and
You could be charging them $100. They're still gonna get that autograph and post it up on eBay and sell for like 5 times the amount.
yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's going like for $500. There's all that's I don't know. Well, like I wouldn't. I like I love Star Wars. I wouldn't get an autograph for that much.
No.
Like
You need to
I
pay.
have
I get it
my
if maybe you need to
This is
pay to
coming
get
from
into a
somebody who has spent a lot of money on Vic Mignogna himself.
yeah, I have signed CDs and signed autographs from him as well. Oh, signed
Friggin'
But
Creo figure.
signed
but
autographs.
I
It's a
get it if
signed
maybe
it's a signed
I get it
photograph. If that's what I
I
was
get
trying
it
to
if
say.
maybe I get it if maybe
Oh, I
say
can switch to
it
Peter.
costs that much
There we
to
go.
go to an
And Peter has apparently been
again to a convention.
that cape is
Because you're paying a lot.
yeah, paying a lot to go to a place and do a thing is
That you
like
want to
one thing, but
Come on. Alex, I didn't know you were playing the Moon Knight
Camel
game.
over almost
yeah.
$70.
What'd you say,
Huh?
Gizmo? What'd you say, Gizmo?
Hmm. I
What's $70?
shell out like
That guy's fucking dead. I just fell onto him at terminal velocity.
I don't think JD that celebrities are asking almost that's almost $70 that this guy's asking for.
Yeah.
What he does and
Look, I may spend quite a bit of money on
autographs
some
or even
people.
add
Oh, but come the frick on.
Who's asking $70 now?
Mark Hamill.
I thought he was asking $500.
You were
No.
talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. And it was like what,
Didn't-
499, 399 and something. You cannot start this activity at this time.
I've met
What
people
activity?
like Walter Jones, and even he wouldn't charge that much.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who wouldn't charge that much because at the end of the
I
day,
met the original voice of friggin' Mewtwo. Oh,
autographs standard for an 8x10. Yeah, bulky, large 3D items, clothing, full-size movie posters, and props is $700.
oh my god.
$400 for an
That made
autographed
it.
8x10 and is too much. $500
Yeah.
for like a DVD or something. And $500 for an autograph for a Funko Pop. You can be like I could. Spider-Man
collects
Switch
Funko
required.
Pops
Press
anymore.
square to switch now.
Nobody collects Funko Pops anymore. Not how they used to, anyway.
Oh, thankfully.
There are
Oh,
still
so-
some that you can grab for like thousands of dollars, but yeah, they're not
Hi.
as popular as they were.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Hello, Ben.
I wasn't
Hello.
expecting you to show up for the show today.
I texted you days ago that I was gonna show up, and I texted you like a little bit ago that I was gonna Ethan join.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't. hear anything
Bro,
about
have you
that.
not?
No, I don't pay attention. And if that's what you're asking me.
I need to try
Oh
harder.
my
Then.
god. Bob Rue is like, oh, I can go to sleep. Yeah, Chocola Cola is definitely beer.
Since
Yeah.
you're here, do you want to read the news, or do you want us to continue reading the news? I don't know if you want to or not.
There was one piece of news I saw that I wanted to read, but now I can't remember. What was it?
You'll probably find it once you get to it. Though I think
I didn't post it
you were
in
talking
there,
about
but fuck.
Oh, Alex Bobbery joined our party.
Cooper, get out of here.
By the way, Alex Bobbery is our Bob-omb.
Let me get my phone.
maybe once you start reading the news, you'll find it if it's in here anyway. Fuck.
Okay.
Maybe you'll start finding the news in here if it's in here, and then you can talk about it. I don't know.
All right.
This wasn't it, but
Boom.
Apparently, CM
Miles,
Punk is
please.
currently under negotiations with WWE, and the people at the backstage believe that he'll be coming back.
Yes, I've seen some news of that.
I'm hoping it's true, but we'll see.
It'd be interesting to see him back in WWE.
He's so great. Give me drama. Give me the
Give me
good
fuel, give me fire, give me
storyline.
that which I desire.
I want to see CM Punk kill Brock Lesnar, become the god of WWE until he's overthrown by
In the ring,
MJF.
right? No, in real life.
The Undertaker one shots CM Punk out of nowhere for no reason.
Oh my god, it's
Yo!
the Undertaker.
In the ring.
I'm trying to find that news thing.
Thank you, game.
Oh, right. It was the Marvels. Have you guys talked about that?
No, we haven't.
It's
Oh,
going to
well,
tank, and
the
water is
Marvels
wet.
the
And
Marvels is projected to do worse than The Flash according to the pre-ticket sales.
Miles, please.
everybody wants me to take Flavio with us, and I'm like,
How many
yeah, he kind of deserves this.
Here's a question. How many tickets do you think Disney is buying right now?
Too many.
Considering they managed to big up Captain Marvel to around $1 billion with all that fake ticket sales they did for that, I'm betting they're going to be pretending that it made a lot of fucking money.
What they're probably gonna do is buy $100 million worth of tickets and then just let it stay at 200 or 300 million.
They were found to be creating like bot accounts and like throwaway accounts
Oh
just
yeah.
so
Well,
they
that
could.
was Warner Brothers,
No,
but
that was
Disney is
Warner
more.
Brothers,
No, no,
but
no. It was Disney too. It was Disney too.
oh, it was.
Gina Carano.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, she
Right, I
said
forgot
that
about
that was all true. And now it was not the first time we heard about this thing kind of thing from Disney. I wouldn't put it past them if they did shit like this too.
Yeah,
that.
well,
Yeah, so
considering
I think
And
they
isn't that
were
illegal?
brushing the fucking numbers up on fucking
I,
Captain Marvel, well, I would not be surprised if they were. Or so the long and short of the story is that that before we get too far into analyzing this without talking about it first, excuse me, apparently HBO / Warner Brothers were telling people to were telling their employees to create to create Smurf accounts on Twitter in order to say that in order to try and big up their shows on social media and shows and movies, and to say that if they if you dislike things and had valid criticisms and stuff, if you were or sexist, racist, homophobic, whatever the fuck, and yeah, that just shows it's like the Rotten Tomatoes thing from a little while ago, where when you find out how that one group is doing it, you then find out that that methodology can work for a lot of people, and that methodology is probably being used by people like Disney, people like Sony, people like we already saw. Red Letter Media did a great little video breakdown of the comments on that on the shitty on the trailer for the shitty Ghostbusters remake, and they analyzed how they broke down on how people were having like negative comments that had no commentary about whether the sure, I'll switch to Peter. People who had no connection, people who made no comment about whether they were non-sexist negative comments were being deleted, and from the Ghostbusters trailer, and the Ghostbusters remake trailer, and that was part of the marketing scheme for that awful film. And the fact that that happened at all is kind of an issue. The fact that the system could be that easily gamed becomes a problem. And
I think this does tie into dead internet theory. Does anyone know what that is?
no, I don't.
No.
Oh, that
Okay, so
everybody
dead
is conversing with bots?
Yes, that majority of the internet users are just bots. They're not real people.
Yeah, actually, I did hear about that.
Let me read the basic
Beep boop,
description. The dead
motherfucker.
internet theory is an online conspiracy theory that asserts that the internet now consists mainly of bot activity and automatically generated content that is manipulated by algorithmic creation I can't read that, but you get
Creation
the point.
mechanisms, yeah. So basically, it's the idea that um like algorithms and shit control what people make and how people make it, and and what gets popular. And honestly, that's true enough that it's almost criminal. Like the shit I used to be able to see like smaller YouTubers pop up on the recommended feed on YouTube, and as time has gone on, that has become less and less and less. Like you
By the
keep,
way, Alex,
you see more
one
big
thing.
shit pop up.
By the way, Alex, one thing to note is that you have two Ben 10s on your screen right now.
Yes, I noticed that.
Ben 10 versus 10 Bens.
Okay. Hey, for
Wait.
context sake, so the actor who plays is the actor who plays Ben and Tennyson from the live action movie. From the
Yeah,
first
he's
live action
Harry, and then
movie.
Yuri
Yeah.
Lowenthal was Ben in Alien Force.
Yep.
Apparently, Atari is buying Digital Eclipse, which it's just fucking great. Nobody even knows
Not the
what
worst move
Atari.
they've done.
Nobody
we
even
finish
knows
talking
what
about
Atari is
honestly.
anymore.
I do want to point. I do want to say though. I do
Am I
feel
wrong?
like for like in terms of comic book movies, I feel like this is the beginning of the end. Not that we won't see any anymore, but they're going to
Yeah,
become far less in terms of how many per year. Like we're probably
yeah,
gonna see one or two per year by the
that's
time
really
2025 comes out.
unfortunate too,
And
because
what I
like
yeah,
there are so many opportunities for them to unfuck this entire system, and they didn't take it.
Nope.
They had perfection. We were on the cusp of greatness. We were this close.
and they decided to say
to
fuck it, and they spited their fans, and that
yeah,
has ended
to
so
completely
well.
misquote director Krennic, like we were on the verge of greatness, we were this close, and you guys decided to fuck everything up.
Even Spider-Man 2, the game underperformed, and that should say a
Oh
lot
yeah,
about how unpopular the
And
comic
people will
book
Spider-Man.
try to insist to me that it's such a successful game when I'm like, no.
Oh,
It
oh my
will
God!
eventually make its money back, but it's not
Somebody who
doing well
works at
right now.
Oscorp and has a bunch of whack ass shit in their lab. Is it possible that this person is going to become a supervillain later on?
Also,
Who knows?
to anyone questioning the flop thing, why would Sony fire hundreds of people if it didn't flop?
Yeah.
That
I
much
Well,
mean,
yeah,
money.
they're
you'd be
Sony.
you
Sony is restructuring. Yeah, Sony is in a really bad position. Honestly, the games industry has been reaching this this
Crashing
point.
point.
The games industry has been reaching this point for quite some time now. Like games have been over budget, underperforming, despite selling fairly well.
but not too well.
Well, well enough, you know? Well, like the Tomb Raider reboot sold like, what was it, 3 million copies on 360 and PS3 when it was originally released, but it was still considered a financial failure by Square Enix. And then when it wasn't a full success until the remaster came out. And that's absurd. They're spending too much money on shit that doesn't matter. They're rendering shit under the hood that nobody can see. I'll bet you they've rendered a bunch of individual sand grains in that fucking pot right now. There's things on this screen that we cannot see that shouldn't be rendered. There's too much clothing detail for one thing. And you see how all the how everything is folded up like this. It's cluttered and unnecessary, and it looks like shit. If you made things a little bit smoother, or it'd look a little bit better and be, more... Actually, hang on. I'm gonna go into photography mode here, and I'm gonna demonstrate my point. So, these textures, there are a bunch of textures here on the floor. They're all very different. If we see here, the floor textures for these individual floor tiles here are all rendered differently. Well, most of them are. It probably repeats at some point, but if each and every single one of these was the same...
Finally.
Yeah, if each and every single one of these was the same, nobody would give a shit. And then we look down here, and we see that they've got a bunch of wood grain and shit rendered, and it is kind of low resolution, but... And the light source moves with the camera. I mean, that really isn't necessary. Granted, if we talked about just what was necessary, we'd be here all day, and, we...
Yep.
But then we can look here, and we see, this reflection here. That's kind of neat, but it's not even that great. Then we can zoom in over here, and we see that there's all this shit on the walls, and all this...
Yeah, I think
all this stuff in here, or like inside this fucking thing, we have... Let me see if I can clip this, because I was able to clip some shit earlier, or when I was fucking around with the graphical settings, but I'm like, they've rendered a flickering light here, and I think that might have been a mistake. But they have all of these, each and every single one of these things that we can't see. You see these swabs here, it looks like most of them are rendered... Yeah, it looks like most of these swabs are rendered individually. If each and one... If all of those were just sprites, or if that was just a texture or on the thing, nobody would care. Or it wouldn't matter. All of this stuff is rendered individually. Yeah, actually, no, that might just be a texture. That's weird. And then we look at the inside of this computer.
I think we get the point.
Well, you
honestly.
get the point, but I'm showing you they've rendered the inside of this computer, and the only reason they've done that is because they have the side of the computer off, which they didn't need to do. You could have gotten away with not having some of this stuff here, and yet it's here.
It's
Or
funny
these games are...
In one of the buildings, they just repeat the same rooms and the same people and over, and you can find that relatively easily. So it's like, why all this obsessive detail that doesn't even fucking matter? It feels like we're reaching a boiling point where this is going to get so overblown that it's just going to cause the gaming industry to
Well,
crash.
have you
based off
seen
how much
City
money.
Skylines 2? City Skylines 2 has cinematic grade render quality for minuscule NPCs with high polygon... Oh, hi, Dr. Connors.
Who is voiced by Rengoku from Demon Slayer in this game.
I love how I didn't even have to know the subtitles didn't even have to say, hey, that it was Connor's, or it was for me
You
to
could tell
know
by
that
the
because I
fact
could
that
tell by
he
the
had.
fact that he has one arm. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, so City Skylines has these incredibly high polygon count models for the NPCs in the game, which you rarely ever see at a high level of detail. You're not going to see, you can't take somebody's blood pressure through a shirt, a cardigan, and a fucking sweater. Anyways, so
You could,
the
but you're not
Yeah,
gonna
you
get the
could.
yeah,
details you want.
the teeth on the City Skylines 2 people is they're so high polygon and you're never going to see their fucking teeth. Like if they were literally like Sims 1 level quality for the characters, it wouldn't matter because you're never going to see this shit until you zoom in and start like naming people. And it's cool to be able to like zoom in and start messing around with stuff, but the game runs like shit because they have all these high polygon and things in there. And you know, we make fun of games for having stuff like Dark Souls 2 has this thing where some of the faraway NPCs like the dogs in the fire area will they'll render it like 5 frames per second when oh yeah, apparently Dr. Connors is the lizard. um I wonder if he's going to turn back into the lizard.
See what is
I
wrong with
do
this.
I do have a question. When do you guys think the video game crash will happen?
I don't think it's possible for us to have a crash, quote unquote. I think it's more that things are going to kind of naturally contract and kind of return to a sort of return into a natural middle ground, you know?
Yeah, you're probably right. I think. Do you mind if I go on to the next topic?
No, sure.
Y- Logan Paul is now the United States champion.
Oh yeah.
Go.
So Logan Paul actually saved Rey Mysterio's life in the ring.
Gizmo, I think your
Yep.
stream ended.
No, it did not.
And why is it telling me that? Let me thank you for watching.
The stream did not end.
Hang on. I've got the stream that I see is somebody else's. So let me figure this out here. Yeah, so Rey Mysterio missed his mark doing a moonsault off of the top rope. And Logan Paul had to like dive forward and catch him to keep him from breaking his neck. Like, credit where it's due. That was fucking awesome when I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. As Alex was saying, Logan saved Ray's life during that match. He was
Mm-hmm.
doing kind of a flip jump onto Logan, but he undershot it. And Logan caught him just a few inches before his head and neck hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was very close for him crushing his neck. And Logan fucking caught him. Keep in mind, I don't like Logan as a person. I think he's kind of a piece of shit, but as a wrestler and how talented he is, like god damn, like that deserves respect from me. There's
Holy
also
shit. Hang on. And I just saw
what?
something here that's fucking okay, the escapist has fired a gigantic amount of its staff.
Oh, thank God.
No. Oh, like the escapist has the escapist fired Nick Calandra, Amy, yeah, they fired Parks Harmon, and basically everybody has quit now. Like everybody who worked with the
Oh, zero
escapist.
punctuation left. Holy shit.
Yahtzee quit. Yahtzee quit because they fired everybody. Like, holy fuck. Yahtzee's been with that site for nearly 20 years.
What the fuck
Actually, yeah.
happened?
Yeah, it's he was like 4 years away from being there for 20 years. And they fired so they fired their former editor-in-chief, Nick Calandra. Nick Calandra on Twitter says, "I was let go for not achieving goals that were never properly set out for us, and for lack of understanding of our audience and the team that built that audience. I've watched many colleagues let go for the same reasons, and today was my day. I was also locked out of my email while I was being fired, lol. Also, if you want to stay in touch, blah blah blah." And apparently they're requiring him to sign an NDA to get his severance pay, which is illegal.
Yep.
Yeah, like, and I just saw here that Yahtzee, he resigned from the Escapist, and he said, and I guess that means Zero Punctuation is ending, because
Yep, he did say that he doesn't own the rights, so
he's
it's
gonna
over.
he's probably gonna bring fully Ramblematic reviews back, honestly. But
Yeah. The last episode of Zero Punctuation is Lords of the Fallen. It's over.
I don't think that's gonna be the last episode, because Yahtzee makes his videos 2 weeks in advance.
Well, I meant like for Zero Punctuation, unless he gets the rights back. But
No, Yahtzee. No, so the videos are going to be. Let's see here. Yeah. So Yahtzee, he did. Yeah, Yahtzee usually does his videos 2 weeks in advance. So, the next episode of Zero Punctuation will probably be out, assuming that it's already been submitted. But Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Let's see here. Darren Mooney has resigned from The Escapist. And they were just retweeting him today. Let's see here. Holy shit. Everybody that The Escapist has been retweeting has resigned.
Fuck.
Looks like they've lost all of their staff.
Well,
Holy
there goes
shit.
the
Okay.
Escapist.
Okay, so I'm going to I'm headed over to the Escapist YouTube channel, and I'm going to download all of Zero Punctuation that's left on there. Because I have an archive of it, but I'm sorry. Yeah, I know this makes for riveting viewing, guys, but this is fucking news here. Or holy shit.
Yep.
Like the Escapist kind of went to hell a little bit, but like they were still putting out good content, and for a little while at least they had some good shit, but basically their entire brand. Magnetic Ferret, were you part of the Escapist? Magnetic Ferret?
Is he in this chat?
He's in the Twitch chat.
Fucking hell.
Dude, if you want, come into the no, different company? Okay, good. Because I was gonna say, hey, like, if you work for the Escapist, I have some questions, buddy. And I want to know, I want to know if you can answer those offline. Because I won't tell anybody. Hey, but dear God, I'd like to know.
I don't know what you just said because there's a lot of lag over here.
Yep.
Yeah, but let's see.
And it's pissing me off badly.
What I don't understand is, like, I'm trying to showcase your stream, Gizmo, but it just says that it ended.
Yeah, 13 minutes. It keeps on reconnecting. I don't know what it is. The internet connection here is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm getting a
Yeah.
lot of lag, and it's really starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
All right. Before I talk about a certain game I've been playing recently, I do want to go back to the Logan Paul thing, if you don't mind, Alex.
Yeah, go ahead.
What,
Like,
what do you?
Jesus Christ, hang on. So, yeah, the Escapists' entire remaining brand was built around stuff that Yahtzee did. Like, his D&D campaign, in his fucking show. Oh, him and his buddies making videos together. And they're dead. This show will not go on. So
Yep.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So Alex, what do you have to say about Logan Paul being the United States champion?
I mean, I don't frankly, I'm all right with it. I don't necessarily care. He's a shitty person. He's a good wrestler. And the
I'm fine with it because he makes for a
yeah.
fantastic heel. He makes for a very good heel. And I'm excited to see where his run. I think the way they're going to end it is he's going to throw the belt to LA Knight at WrestleMania 40.
If he drops it to LA Knight, that'd be a good thing. Hey, LA
Yeah,
Knight's
I think that's what they're
I
gonna
like
set
LA
up
Knight.
for. Yeah, he's great. He had an amazing match with Roman Reigns,
Trying
if
to see
anyone
here.
watched it. Such a good
Yeah.
match. I will point out, during the Logan Paul match, when his friend was giving him the brass knuckle, Santos, you know the wrestler Santos, he's with Ray with the LWO.
Uh-huh.
Um, if you rewatch it, he takes away it, and it seems like he's going to get rid of it, but he puts it back onto the ring very sneakily.
Yeah.
And what I think is going to happen is that he's going to betray Ray, turn heel, and disband the LWO,
Hey,
leading to a big
Alex.
WrestleMania match,
Uh-huh.
and bring back Santos's group from the NXT.
You want to know
Cool.
what just happened to me? You want to know
What?
what just happened?
What happened?
Okay, I will tell you what happened.
Excuse me.
I pressed a button.
And nothing happened? Nothing occurred?
Yep. Mario just fell into the water even though I pressed the A button. Game, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, what was I saying? Right, what do you think of what I said, Alex?
Yeah. Magnetic
I
Ferret
think
says, no, I work for a shitty used car company, but they called me back to work, so I can't say the name. Name lol. Okay.
yeah, right. Alright, so yeah, I think they're gonna set up big Santos versus Rey Mysterio match for WrestleMania. Same with LA Knight
Booyaka, booyaka.
versus
619.
LA Knight versus Logan Paul. And you wanna know what I think they're gonna do with Roman Reigns?
What?
He's gotta drop the belt to Cody. I'm betting it right now.
Hmm.
And what
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking
can
because
buy that.
he's planning to leave after WrestleMania 40. He's not leaving with the belt. What I'm thinking is they're going to set up a big match after Cody finishes his feud with what group is he feuding with? What are they called? Judgment Day. It was Judgment Day. So after that, he's going to go after Roman. That's what I think. He's going to go full on against Roman. They're going to set up that big match for WrestleMania. He's going to drop the belt to Cody and then he'll leave the WWE. I mean, still contracted as a legend or whatever, but he'll be doing Hollywood and shit during that point. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's funny because Cody, when he left the AEW, he was booed out of it. And now the WWE crowds are cheering him on like he's one of the biggest stars there.
Roman is dropping the title to CM Punk. I'll believe it when I fucking see it.
Man, I wonder what they would do with CM Punk at WrestleMania. What I would want is a match with Brock Lesnar, but I don't. Oh, you fucking. You want to know what I. Okay.
I want to. You know
Kept
what'd be
rolling.
cool is if they gave CM Punk a WrestleMania streak that started with him beating Brock Lesnar.
Man, I don't know if he'll be able. How old is he right now?
He's 45.
Would he be able to do it? Like for like 10, 20 years streak?
Just give him a streak. It doesn't matter how long it is. I just think it'd be funny if CM Punk had had a winning streak that started with him beating Brock Lesnar at
That
WrestleMania.
would be great. I would like to see that, but
Because
I
for
think
as
what
much as
might
I
happen.
personally don't like CM Punk, I don't like Brock Lesnar more.
I love CM Punk. He's one of my personal favorites. But yeah, like what I think they
I
would
have
do, what the
personal
most
issues with Punk.
realistic thing they would do, is set him up with Seth freaking Rollins.
Rollins, not Rollins.
Yeah, Rollins.
Just keep Rollins.
That's do you agree? Does that make sense? Because it feels like
My
he would
fucking
go after him.
Yeah.
I think it's a maybe. I'm gonna say big maybe on that because I might do a rematch with Drew, and that would be great. But yeah, with WWE talk all the way, I have been playing Alan
Here.
Wake 2 on the sidelines in the
Yes.
worst possible way.
Yes. That was the game that I saw required, like, what was it, a 3060 for 30 FPS?
Because I
Honestly,
can't hear anybody.
I've been playing it on
You
low
can't.
settings of Steam Deck for the
That's
most
weird.
part.
I can hear you, Gizmo.
I can't tell if you guys can hear me at all because there's
You
so
can.
much lag
I
on
can
this
hear
side.
you. I can
Oh,
hear
now I
you.
can
I
hear
can
you
hear
hearing
you.
me. I can now hear you hearing me. But
Oh,
there's going to be lag in just a few seconds, and I'm not going to know because
Oh,
it's leaving out a
jeez.
lot of what you guys are saying.
So, I actually have something I want to talk about.
wait, I didn't talk about my thing.
Yeah, so you can talk about
Yeah.
you can talk
So
about your shitty game, and then I can talk about my shitty weekend.
all right. So first, I will talk about Steam Deck performance real quick. On the lowest settings, I've been playing on low, 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 except for the models, which is high. It runs decently well. I've only ever run into two major issues. The first issue is when the world loads up and I start a cutscene or something with audio, the audio will either go in and out or lag backwards.
Uh,
So it's happened only a few times. Specifically, it's happened in some of the saga levels where if you enter the car while the loading segment happens, car's driving, it's loading up the next level. So it causes the sound to lag behind. And the second issue is there's these nursery puzzles you can find throughout the world. And I can whenever they are on the rocks, I cannot see the fucking puzzle because my Steam Deck isn't able to render the fucking puzzle on the rocks. But if it's on like a wooden texture or whatever, it works perfectly fine. First time I saw, I'm like, oh well, I guess I can't complete that nerd. Keep in mind, it's an optional thing, but I thought it was really funny. Now, with that out of the way, yes, it does work on Steam Deck. It is the worst way to play it. I highly recommend it. But in terms of like as someone who considers Alan Wake the first game to be one of their favorite games ever made, does this live up? Yes and no. Yes, on there are the story like so far is really fucking good. It is what I would want. Saga, even with the weird recasting issue she had, she's a genuinely great character. I'm invested in what she's about. I'm invested in the world they're bringing back. I love what they're doing with Alan Wake. No, on the answer of no, the gameplay is just a copy of Resident Evil now without the improvements from Resident Evil 4 Remake. Let me explain. So, Remedy for years has always been very action based, right? You know, with Max Payne,
yeah.
Control, Quantum Break. This is their first time taking a step away from that, and it shows. Like it tries to be more of a survival horror. And when they first announced, I'm like, I was hoping to get something more like Silent Hill, but I got something more akin to the Resident Evil remakes. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because the gameplay is really enjoyable, but it's not as enjoyable as the other games they've made, like Control again or the original Alan Wake. Like, for example, to name one of the changes in the first game, you know, like you can just you right click an enemy and it shines light on them until their darkness disappears. Am I muted? Did you guys hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Okay, so you know how in that well, in this one, you can't just shine a light on an enemy anymore. You have to push the R1 button, and it does like a special little attack with the flashlight that shines them and breaks their shield. Not bad if you're changing it to a horror thing, but it makes me really miss how you originally did it in the original games. And because it's also more survival horror-y, it's less actiony, which results in slower movement, a dodge button, which works fine. And yeah, it again, it just feels like Resident Evil 3 remake. That's what it kind of feels like. Just a better controlled Resident Evil 3 remake. Again, not completely bad. The gameplay's still enjoyable to an extent. It's just not as fun because they don't lean into more of the action elements their previous games are. So their first attempt at survival horror is okay, but it's nowhere near as scary as something like Resident Evil. For example, like a lot of the scares in the game are mostly jump scares.
Oh
Like
joy.
lame jump scares. Some did get me, but some of them are just like and that's and it's like, damn it. You can really tell it's their first survival horror. The one thing I will give them praise on this. The one thing they do get is the atmosphere. The atmosphere in this game, despite the jankiness of the Steam Deck, is fucking amazing. Especially in the Alan Wake levels. Like chapter 4, when you first play as Alan Wake, is a fucking masterpiece. This is one of the best levels I have played in fucking years. Like it is so fucking good. And yeah, they absolutely nailed the atmosphere. It's just the horror they didn't quite nail down. And that does lead me to another funny story. In the Alan Lake levels, instead of the enemies being like visible people being covered by darkness, um, there there's people who look like shadows walking around. But my Steam Deck makes it really hard to tell the difference between who's trying to kill me and who's just a random shadow walking around. So there'd be points I'll just be walking around, I walk by a shadow, and immediately just wham! Just punches me right in the face out of nowhere. I'll be like, "Oh, it's I wish I caught my reaction on camera for that because it just came out of fucking nowhere. Because the effect looks the same, but it's just my Steam Deck can't render the differences properly. So, like, the normal entities and the enemies just look the fucking same. So I'm always on guard. Like, I'm always terrified. Like, are you going to attack me? Are you going to attack me? It's oddly one of the things that the Steam Deck makes better because I don't think I would have that same worry and intensity if I were playing it on, like, really powerful hardware, right?
Magnetic Ferret says I have a 2080 equivalent. It runs Alan Wake 2 at 30 easy. Is that 30p or is that 30 FPS?
I'm
The
playing on
best jump scare in any game
2040p.
was that damn licker in the interrogation room in RE2. The licker in RE2, in the original Resident Evil 2 was fucking great. Sorry, I'm just switching back to
You're good.
my switching back to my phone to try and see what the hell is what the hell's going on.
But yeah, I know someone's going to ask me, so I'll get this out of the way. Is there any woke elements? Not really. There's only two that come to mind. There's this one lady. You probably seen this comment about Alabama. She's not put in a good light at all. Like she was withholding murder evidence from the police just for her book. So she's just a bitch. She's not a good person.
Oh,
Um,
that's good.
the other example. Do you mind? Does anyone mind spoilers?
I mean, I'm not gonna play the game really because it's a digital only release, so
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, do you think I paid for it?
uh,
But yeah. So okay. So there's these two cops you meet at the beginning of the game when you enter the town with Saga and Anderson. And at when you first meet them, they're friendly. One's an idiot, but they're both perfectly friendly. And as the plot goes on, they're corrupted by the darkness, right? And they become more.
Darkness imprisoning
There's
me.
only one line that really like this, but they become more stereotypical, cliche racist kind of characters, right? There's only one line where they kind of do that, where they refer to their kind, right? But I don't view that as a woke thing because the story is corrupting them. The
Did I miss
story,
anything? I just got out to get something to snack on.
right. And but that's so essentially like the story that they're in is affecting reality and changing them to these more cliche evil cops you would see in these shows. And the reason they're more acceptable to it is because they were involved in an accidental murder that they covered up. And that guilt consumed them and allowed the darkness to essentially corrupt them. So to me that makes a little more sense. I don't view it as a fully woke thing because I thought it was decently well written. I genuinely felt bad for them because they're essentially being corrupted, turned into something they never were, right? Am I making
Yeah.
sense? Yeah. So
Yeah.
that so far, like I haven't beaten the game yet. I've been trying, but I will say the game's length is really
Join
big.
me and together we can rule, New York.
I dare say that it's longer than Resident Evil 4 remake. It is a long
You
game.
know, that's not good.
Speaking
Really?
of,
No, I mean in terms of for Resident Evil 4's remake.
Right.
I
I
can't
beat
wait for the
that was
Resident
a
Evil
good game,
5
but
remake. I want to see what they do to that game.
speaking
God,
of Lowenthal,
I wanna see that too, but I say that so far, Alan Wake, 2 might be a solid 8 out of 10 for me so far. I have to beat it before I really say for sure, because even I'm not 100% sure. It might be a 7 out of 10. It just depends on how the story lands in the end. But so far, there's a lot I like in the game. There's something I really dislike fully. It's just that it's their first survival horror and it's not the greatest. It's still really fucking solid, but it should be more scary, I feel like. It should be. But again, their first horror game and it's all right so far. I think as an Alan Wake sequel, it is really good so far. I just can't give it a proper score just yet. Eventually, I will. But that's kind of the end of my rant.
hmm,
So thank you for letting me vent out this. I hope it was
there's
informative.
a speaking of games though, there is a new prototype that
There's a what? Gizmo. You cut out Gizmo.
here has appeared online, which means the ROM for the prototype is now out there for everybody to try out.
The ROM for what game?
The fucking
For what?
prototype of the unreleased PS2 game, Daredevil, the Man
Oh, the
Without
Daredevil
Fear,
game. Okay.
Oh, the
appears
Daredevil.
online.
All right, there we go. You were cutting out when saying Daredevil, so I
That's
wasn't
what
sure
I
what you
mean
were
when I
even
mean the
saying.
lag is bothering me.
All right,
It's not you.
you're okay. But yeah, that's going to be yeah. Apparently, it's basically near completed, so it's essentially finishable from beginning to end.
Too many fucking games are like that. Oh my god!
What?
I've got Andrew Garfield's suit!
The good one or the lame one?
Yes!
Correct
So the
answer.
lame one. Gotcha.
Both of them. They're both good and they're both lame.
I
In
still
their
think
own
Amazing
special
Spider-Man 2
way.
is the best suit in any Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Oh
I
God.
love the Amazing Spider-Man suit as, like, the first homemade one, but the
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit is, like, the best suit that has been in the entirety of Spider-Man. And
Yes. Exactly. That's what I've
Tobey
been saying
Maguire.
for years.
Toby's suit is great. It's not the
Yeah.
best.
I say, like, for the first live action Spider-Man, it's perfect.
Yeah, maybe.
Not
That's the
maybe,
best
no.
Spider-Man costume in cinema history, in my opinion.
Oh, come on!
It's one of those lightning in a bottle situations.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
what time is it?
Time to get
8:23.
your ass out of here. I mean, no. I mean, what?
Maybe there's
We
some
can
stuff I need to
God
do,
damn
but
it.
I could stay for a few more minutes. Did you guys see the
go now.
manifesto
And it
that was
stars
leaked?
DreamWorks
We wanna
characters.
talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that?
the shooter manifesto finally leaked from the trans shooter.
Can we say
Quote
that?
unquote
Are we
question
banned?
mark.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, somebody somebody got banned from the internet for what?
What?
Peter, what are you doing? What? Okay, that's interesting.
Is Peter touching himself again?
No.
Better not be. Pervert.
So yeah, they showed the manifesto of the tranny shooter, and the problem I have with this is that they didn't release it sooner.
Well, it's because the government was trying to cover it up. I mean, that's essentially confirmed. They were
Well,
trying
yeah,
to keep
it's a
never
leak.
released.
It's not a release.
Yeah, this was leaked out by disgruntled policemen who were frustrated at how this was being handled. They essentially knew, so they leaked bits and
I
pieces of it. There's apparently a videotape, according to the manifesto, but that has yet to be seen.
release it. They need to release it. I'm so sick of all these.
Elliot Rogers' video was out there, but that was
Yep.
actually on his YouTube channel, so
I'm
Yeah.
just sick of all these. I'm just sick of all this PC nonsense that it's gotten so ridiculous to the point we can't even show
no.
a
Peter, what are you doing?
shooter's manifesto. Because why? Because it's a tranny. Oh, it's a bad word.
Don't know
Fuck
about
you, it's a
using that
bad
term,
word.
but yeah, I get your point.
Like, think about it. The last few times we've gotten any kind of report as of late, they either try to they either try to hide their race, their beliefs, or they just don't report on it at all.
Yeah.
It isn't until someone from Nanyag decides to do some research that they actually know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you heard about anybody tearing down the missing posters from when the Hamas fuckers kidnapped a lot of people or killed a lot of people?
Yeah, there's a judge in some state tearing down posters, and she was caught on tape. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's what you're
no,
referring to.
it's to the point where people have to hide razor blades in the posters so they won't tear them down.
God,
Yeah,
that's fucking weird.
No,
yeah.
it's I don't find that weird. I find that
No,
desperate.
I'm just saying, like, the fact that people will have this much of a fucking vendetta about this is weird,
To look
is
for a
what I'm
missing person
saying.
to the point where you have to put in razor blades. Why are they tearing them down in the first place? Because
Our
there's
society is going to crash and burn within the next year.
no amount of PC. Why are they defending this? Why are they hiding this? You gotta
Because
respect the religious beliefs. Oh, okay, religious beliefs to shoot babies. Okay, fuck
another
you.
another another excuse they gave for not releasing manifesto is because they don't want copycats. And it's like bullshit. You
I
Fucking
released
mean,
every
copycats. There's
other
copycats
look,
for
manifesto.
everything. They're not gonna
we've been
copy this.
yeah, we've been
You
seeing
released
all this
every
shit.
other manifesto
Yeah.
without shame, and this is where you draw the line? Fuck you. Like, this was
It
going
took not a hacker, not a reporter, a policeman that was just tired of everyone's bullshit.
Yep.
Now I'm underwater. Now I'm This is PS5, ladies and gentlemen. Spider-Man fell through the planet.
Remember, the
Fit their
PS5 has
agenda.
no games.
Because it doesn't fit their agenda, they can't report on it. Why? Someone decided to shoot up
They're
a bunch
they're
of
trying
innocents.
My only guess is that they're trying to
See
win the
here.
culture war, and this just makes more people
This is
turn.
not the way to do it. If you wanna
No,
try and fight the culture war, show the stupidity they're doing in people's everyday lives. Don't try to hide this shit. In fact, this hurts. In fact, this hurts the people's cause if they want to try and win the culture war from like whatever from whoever is supporting whatever fucking transsexual pride or movement or whatever the
yeah.
fuck.
When you cut out a man's tongue, you do not
Here it
prove
shows
him
that
a liar. You only prove that you fear what he has to say. That is a line from Game of Thrones, and whatever you think of excuse me, whatever you think of that show, that is an excellent line, although it actually was from the book originally.
What line?
If you tear out a man's tongue, you're not proving him a liar. You only prove that you fear what he has to say.
I didn't say that.
That's from Game of Thrones.
I know that, but I didn't say that.
No, that was what I said.
Oh, that's what you said. Okay.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. And that was me summing up what you said.
Yeah, that just shows how bad the lag is. Like, I fucking can't.
Yeah.
Can't stand this.
Okay, so
But
moving on because we're running in circles.
Let's move
Yeah,
on to something else.
circle,
Like, for
circle.
example,
Someone's gotta
Nintendo
pull
and
the
Microsoft
fucking
aren't
kid
allowing
ball.
the game Christmas Massacre on their platforms.
That
Sony
game
is.
actually looks fun in a horrific sense.
no, but get why they're not accepting it.
Because it's violent. That's it.
No,
Yeah, I
Killer
know.
Santa
it's stupid.
Claus.
because it's quote too crazy unquote.
It's it's too
But
violent.
Sony is. Sony's
No,
allowing
it's
it.
not.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Sony's perfectly fine with it.
It's not the violence. It's the fact that it's crazy.
No,
You have-
the violence is too crazy. That's what they're.
No, I throw you
Yes,
it.
that's literally
the-
what they're saying. That's
Right on the article. It shows a Christmas tree talking to a guy dressed up as Santa. That's what they mean by crazy.
no.
LSD
Nintendo has done the same fucking thing. What are you talking about?
Sony is the company that allowed LSD Dream Emulator to release on their platform. So,
That's different because the game actually tells you what it practically is a simulator of you being on LSD, or so they
if you
think anyway. Because that's not what it
watch
stands
the
for.
fucking trailer, it's you like that's why Xbox Nintendo banned it because it's too violent, which is stupid. And it's even more stupider that Sony's letting it on the console. You okay, Cooper? What's going on with you? You're sneezing.
the game is too
Apparently
crazy for
Blizzard-
Xbox and Nintendo, according to VideoGameChronicles.com. Let's see here.
You want to talk
Buddy.
about something more stupid?
Yeah, so the
stupid.
developer
got
said
it.
it's too
Blizzard-
crazy for
I
Xbox and
got
crazy
it.
for Switch.
Army of the Dead, Las Vegas, the animation that isn't canceled but in limbo, has a crossover with Rebel Moon.
What? That's
What?
That's interesting. How
Yeah.
is that going to cross over or with
Okay, so
are we
Zach
we're going
explained
into
that
the
there's a-
Snyderverse?
Yes, Zach explained that there was a scene in the animation show where they would have entered this dimensional portal thing and end up in a bar, and one of the creatures there would have been in the movie Rebel Moon.
Yeah, except for the fact that I just killed that guy.
What? You killed him?
Yeah, I killed that guy.
What
And I
the
killed
fuck,
that guy
Alex?
too.
He's
I'm gonna
supposed to
kill
appear
this
in
girl
Rebel
too.
Moon. You can't just fucking kill him.
Look
He's
at
a
that.
fictional character.
Look at that. She's fucking dead. She landed
It's a he.
headfirst
What
on
the fuck are you
she landed
talking about?
headfirst on
You
concrete.
can't just kill a fictional character, Alex.
Her
What the
neck
fuck
is
wrong with you?
Look at
You
that
can't
neck.
just do that.
Human necks don't look like that. That's broken. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are open. She landed headfirst on the concrete, broke her neck, and fractured her skull. She's fucking dead. What's that about killing not being my thing, Peter? I'm sorry. I'm afraid killing is back on the menu, boys.
Well, I can tell you right now.
And this is before before Bully Lowenthal shows up. Keep in mind.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's a game that's gonna kill itself, and that would be the DreamWorks Mario Kart game.
Oh, Dream Kart. Yeah, the
All right,
DreamWorks All Stars
okay.
Racing transformed.
I like
Before-
this idea, but here's what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna
before you,
underperform. I don't care how well the driving mechanics are, how many modes there are. It's just gonna underperform because think about it like this: how many kart racers are there out there right now?
There's
We have
Nickelodeon Kart Racer.
Nickelodeon Kart
There's
Racers 3. There's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is getting its last piece of DLC. There's Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing that still has online. Even Sonic Racers has even Sonic has its own racing game. There's some mods out there that make a Sonic Drifters that you can play Sonic Drifters online.
testing. Okay. Where's the thing? Sorry.
There's
Oh,
a
by the
Project-
way, the boss I'm fighting is, well, interesting.
Oh,
All right.
and
I do need. Hang
F-Zero99.
on, hang on. I do need to go. So you all have a wonderful night.
See you later, man.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, have a good one. Sorry for the bruv. My dog's scratching at the door, which means he's going to piss himself. I'm joking. Okay, yeah, have a good one.
So anyway,
Anyway,
Yeah.
come fly with me. Let's
Oh.
fly, we'll fly away. If you could use some exotic booze.
Okay, so the boss I'm fighting, Cortez, has this odd gimmick of constantly coming back to life with a different thing going on, and this lasts for 3 phases into his boss fight. And I'm just like, "Oh, jeez." The first phase, he's just fighting you normally with 4 hands gripping the swords. And in the now
Thank you.
he's going to now he's going to eat the audience. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, as you can tell, I'm not a fan of bosses that just heal themselves.
Why aren't the eyes orange? I mean, they are orange, but they're not as bright as they were in the movie.
Whose eyes? Alex?
Peters.
Oh, okay.
hello?
Yes, Gizmo?
Hey,
I
welcome
can hear
back.
you.
Sake. Did I? Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Gizmo.
Oh,
Yes, I can hear you.
We can kind of hear you.
No treasure. You know, Alex, this
hello?
Hello?
yes.
Okay, I got it now. You have
You
no idea you have no idea how angry this is making me.
I feel you, man.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
By the way,
Yeah.
I could totally
Magnetic
sad
Ferret
thing.
says, Gizmo, reset your router.
Might have to if it happens again.
Magnetic Ferret said Spider-Man didn't kill her, the concrete dead. And MJ looks like she's part of the stream. Yeah.
MJ looks like she's a man.
Okay,
That
so
that
you know,
dude looks
Alex,
like a lady.
this guy Quartet.
That.
So you guys curious because of 'cause they just released the list of the 20 fuck. They just released of 20 racers for the DreamWorks kart racer.
Is Shrek in there?
From I think it looks like it's in alphabetical order. Alex from Madagascar, Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon, Bridget from
Okay.
Trolls, Diane Foxington from The Bad Guys, Donkey from Shrek, Grandmaster Oogway from Kung Fu Panda, which is Rally Pack exclusive. I don't know why, whatever. Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon,
Okay.
King Grist from Trolls, King Julian from Madagascar, Kitty Softpaws from Puss in Lord of Farquaad from
From Shrek.
Mind from yep. What who?
Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Yeah. No?
Not really.
We sorry, we didn't get anything after Lord Farquaad. Peter. Peter, please. Please. Peter.
Okay, cool.
Peter, where's the
Thank
prompt?
God. Okay.
Where's the prompt, Peter?
Let me just go back. Megamind, Miss
Okay.
Princess Fiona from Shrek, Puss in
Puss in Boots from Shrek. Where's my prompt, guys?
Theodore
Wait.
Temple. Theodore.
Theodore.
Jesus Christing, pogo sticking.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Gris.
We're gonna save the game. Then, we're going to quit. Then we're going to load and hope that the prompt comes back.
Aww. Oh dear.
There we go.
And now we're getting attacked by cannonballs. Huh. Now, why would the X-Nauts need a pirate ship? Hey, look, it's that totally not sketchy guy that was with us. Yep, it was Lord Crump.
Oh, I'm
I'm so
I'm shocked.
surprised. Yeah, the guy that we thought was the bad guy was actually the bad guy. All right, gonna switching Goombella. Is there some catalogs that I need? Gonna save.
All this high-definition graphics, and they can't render a fucking rope right.
Yeah. And it looks like Gizmo's Wi-Fi. Looks like Gizmo's having to reset his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, I could actually imagine that the because of the laugh that Cortez does, I could totally imagine this guy being voiced by Ian Sinclair.
Approach Hunter on Webline. God only knows why
Bitching.
Peter hasn't come up with this before. It's kind of like, you know, yeah.
And in case
Had
you're wondering,
this
Alex,
previously.
Sinclair is the voice of Brooke,
Cool.
and he does the Brooke laugh. And yes, he does scream like a little girl.
Yeah, that wouldn't have caused a lot of mayhem at all. Bum bum bum. Ra-pa-pa. Bum bum ba-da-dum.
Can
So
you hear me clearly now?
yes, we can hear you
Yes.
clearly now, Gizmo.
Okay.
We I really do apologize. Okay, so oh wow. Oh, we got a whole crew ready for this. So we got a crew
Very
of
weird here. Like,
we got a crew of shipwrecked toads as well as ghosts. I think we're a little too stacked to lose here, guys.
speaking of stacked, there's gonna be a couple of Pokemon balloons appearing in the Thanksgiving parade.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, I can't wait to see how this is going to be recreated in the remake.
As a,
Oh, this scene right here. Boosh. We got a bunch of
so,
X dots on the set. Oh, and now everybody's just piling on. And we're fighting
admits
Lord
they're
Crump.
not happy. Okay.
Oh, we. You're breaking up again.
Okay. Cancel DC.
Cancel DC TV shows, yeah.
Of everything.
Yeah, so all we heard was canceled DC TV shows.
It was the Doom Patrol.
Yeah. This is the same model of blood vials that were in the Oscorp area.
Oh wow. They're that lazy, huh?
They've gone to a lot of detail, but honestly, I can forgive them for this, but like they've gone to a lot of detail in some places that make no sense and then gone to a lot of not detail in others.
I am not gonna have this happen to fucking.
Sorry, I'm sorry, guys.
Player competitive.
You're cutting out again, man.
Oh, Portal game. We could have happened.
Portal for the Wii? That would have been amazing.
It would have. I'm afraid to go into detail because I might be cut off again.
The the internet hates you right now.
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, continue.
Apparently there was stuff similar to Portal.
Okay.
it would have involved more about.
It would involve more of a, let's see, Furley Stillwell, PhD in bio, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, full expose on French sciences, Jameson funded, and the Scorpion Project. Yeah.
Oh, because that's never going to backfire in any way, shape, or form.
The game.
Oh, that looks like it might be Green Goblin.
It did continue. You ever heard of X-Real?
Have I ever heard of X what now?
X-Real.
Oh God,
X-Real.
the slowdown.
I have not heard of X-Real, actually.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm not the only one. Apparently, these are reality augmented glasses.
Oh, like Google Glass? Or Microsoft HoloLens?
To the public. You can not only play video, but here's the glasses. Like full on. Like they look like your everyday pair of glasses or sunglasses, depending on what you want. And you could play video and or music on them. There's
No.
no headphone jack, so I'm a little confused on that.
They're probably gonna use, like, bone conducting, didn't ask you go into photo mode. They're probably gonna use, like, bone conducting headphones, honestly.
I'd rather go with I'd rather just go with regular headphones, man. At least
Well,
that
yeah,
gives
bone
you
conducting headphones are shit.
at least it gives people an idea you're listening to something rather than, just bobbing your head to
Yeah.
empty air. But other than that, they're uh $199. I think that's and they're called and they have been released in Europe and the US only.
I can't wait for these things to be completely worthless and show up at my local Goodwill within 6 months.
Yep.
Like Google Stadia.
Google Stadia is something I don't think anybody had faith in to begin with because nobody likes the idea of streaming your games.
Ask the guy who got a
Yeah.
Stadia tattoo.
No, he's an idiot. That's the
What?
difference. No,
Yeah, there was a
That-
guy who had a
buy it.
Stadia tattoo.
He's an
I-
idiot. Everyone who relied on this thing to go to the next to bring them to the next level of gaming were complete idiots. I have heard about entire YouTube channels being created just for the Google.
I'll be right back.
The only thing that was ever good was the controller.
Well, yeah, and thankfully that's been released to be available with other systems. Why do these guys look like knockoff Star-Lord?
Google Stadia is another thing entirely.
These were Kraven's minions.
These are interesting. They look more compact than the Google
Well,
Glass.
Oh, yeah,
They
Google
look a little-
Glass looked really weird. These look like regular sunglasses, but with maybe some extra shit. Although,
Right.
considering how not durable regular sunglasses tend to be, I have a feeling that... Thank you, Peter.
I feel like they have to have some sort of reinforcement on these things to.
You'd think so,
Yeah.
but then again, and like Tesla had screens in their cars that couldn't withstand, and thank you, buddy. You just killed your buddy there. Tesla had screens in their cars that weren't rated for heat. you
Oof.
know.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
you would be surprised where people cut corners, you know?
I think this will be a neat novelty. It's just I don't think they're gonna be as cool as people think that it's gonna be.
That guy's fucking dead.
Like when I saw Oculus, and when I saw the Oculus and like stuff like that come out, I was thinking, okay, so it's just gonna be like
He's using webs. I'm Spider-Man, of course I'm using
lives.
webs.
So,
Get over here.
man, there's so people could have made mods. Was ever getting support was VR chat.
Interesting.
I'm seeing people dress up as fucking Uganda Knuckle, Sailor Moon, Hatsune Miku, Goku with the sombrero, Mexican
So
flag.
How are you? Are you a spider too?
What?
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 Sorry, I
What?
couldn't
Well,
resist.
What? 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 What?
is selling for $200, which is just a pair of earbuds.
That's lame.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I was like why are, well, it's Sony for one thing, and for another, or it's like PlayStation branded earbuds. They had that stupid fucking PlayStation headset. You know?
I don't get what Sony's deal is with headsets. It looks like the only ones that even got it together is Microsoft. They knew how to
How
make
long can I
headsets.
wait here? How long can I wait here until the game tells me I... Oh. Oh, so the game actually... Huh. So he bit my head. Oh, that's actually a good joke. So he bit my head and I lost some health. That's actually good. That's a consequence. Even though, well, it's not a big consequence. It feels like that should have been fatal.
Let's see. Do not place the red potion on the far right. Place the blue potion next to the red potion.
Oh yeah, and now ad blockers. YouTube is cracking down on ad.
Yeah, so YouTube's cracking down on ad blockers and having the exact opposite reaction that they wanted to, because those installations for stuff like AdBlock Plus, plus uBlock, and every other thing that uses AdBlock have apparently tripled. And we've been, we've seen these. So YouTube has also, YouTube's getting into kind of a competition with the adblock creators about who can come up with a way
What?
around the other person's thing first, and it's coming out like the adblock people are on top of things because we're seeing that the ad blockers are adapting faster. They're like, it's working out like the Borg, you know. The ad blockers are adapting faster than, thank you, Peter. Or the ad blockers are adapting faster than YouTube, who can smack them down. Like there are free ad blockers and paid ad blockers, and they're all handling this shit like a champ. Like we're seeing stuff work. We're seeing stuff work out that honestly, hey, I'm fucking proud of, because YouTube's ads, the reason I started blocking YouTube's ads, probably over 15. I don't remember when I installed AdBlock, but when I found out about AdBlock Plus, I installed it because the ads on YouTube were literally broken. I'd play a video, and then I'd wait for the video to load. The ad would play, and then the ad would stop. In the transition from the video to the ad, the video would freeze. I'd reload, the ad would play again, and I'd reload, the ad would play again. I'd reload, the ad would play again, and then finally the video might work. And sometimes it'd freeze part of the way through, and I'd have to wait for the video to load again. And the ad to play again. That's why I installed AdBlock. And AdBlock makes YouTube into a functional platform. And now they've added 2, 3, 4 ads per video. No, not just ads that play, hey,
So like
you
old
know,
school YouTube.
no, not like pre-roll ads, not like mid-roll ads, just a bunch of ads. They have like 2 ads that play before every video, which is absurd. You shouldn't have more than a single ad playing before a video.
Alex,
Yeah?
unfortunately, Peach has taken an invisibility potion, but she is now robbing Gizmo of his dream.
Oh yeah, he can't see her naked.
Yep.
So speaking of exposure, Star Fox.
Star Fox?
Star Fox now has a randomizer. Yep,
Oh, nice.
That just seems weird.
FX chip Star Fox.
Hurricane Rana.
Just released. Yeah, they just released a randomizer for Star Fox.
That's great. I love Star Fox.
OG Star
So
Fox
now-
or 64?
Yeah, now,
Yes.
Okay, then.
chip Star Fox. So they would be randomizing levels and I could imagine a lot of speedrunners having fun with that one.
I had a lot of fun playing the Zelda randomizer for
And since we're on,
for Link to the Past. You can still find the video of that, and where he and Zach were playing with Peyton, and Peyton was taking a drink every time one of us died, and I got to a point where I stopped telling Peyton when I died because I felt sorry for him. Because we died a lot in that fucking video.
By the way, Alex, so have you ever played the randomizer thing for or Link to the Past and Super Metroid, where essentially you play 2 games at once?
I've played the Link to the Past one. I did not know there was a combo one.
Okay, so essentially there are some places where you have to go to certain places to access parts of Super Metroid, and whatever stuff you gain from one game, it transfers over to the other game. So sometimes
There is a randomizer like that for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where they basically randomize the location of all of the items inside both games. So you have to go to like Majora's Mask to get parts of Ocarina of Time, and vice versa, and you can like travel between the two in certain places. It's kind of cool, but I've never played it.
merely drink the green potion. Just hang on 1 minute. Further robbing Gizmo of his dream of seeing a
speaking
naked
of
Princess
games,
Peach.
Hi, Craven.
Okay, speaking of games, Gizmo.
there's now a playable version of
There is now a playable version of what now?
Sega Saturn. Oh my. Silhouette Mirage, English version.
Something Mirage,
PlayStation.
English version.
They throw all of you.
So Craven just tanked a hit from the Scorpion and tore off his tail. Why are they portraying Craven like he's goddamn Bane?
They just do.
There's now a playable English version. There is now a playable English version of Silhouette Mirage on Sega Saturn.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there we go. We got that whole thing this time.
I had to connection go to green.
Okay, so now Bowser's in Twilight Town, and this is disappointing. I can't leave the area.
Oh, Felicia's in danger. Oh no, whatever will we do?
Yeah, let's not save the woman who
Apparently, in 2024, we're going to get a full-sized Amiga console.
Okay, that's been a long time since. Are they talking about like an Amiga Mini like they did with the Commodore 64 Mini?
No, it looks like they're talking about like a full-on Amiga with a working keyboard.
God, I hope they don't. I hope it's not like the Intellivision Amico, you know? Except for Spider-Man. Spider-Man says surfing the web because he literally surfs web. Speaking of which, how do I surf web?
Oh, here comes the army of the X-Nauts. All right. Here's my answer to that. We're summoning up an army of Koopas. Well played. We're going to toss a grenade. He forgot to pull the pen. Bowser, you absolute dipshit. And both armies got nuked.
I have skills to unlock. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. By the way, daylight savings time's passed.
Yeah, daylight savings time fucked me up this morning.
It didn't really mess me up since I'm mostly digital anyway.
Well, yeah, me too. But like, I was I wound up staying up longer than I expected.
The ROM hacking website.
I wound up staying up longer than I expected to because I forgot about the time change.
Hacking website is no longer accepting homebrew games of any kind. Okay.
What? Something packing website no longer accepting homebrew games?
Longer be accepting homebrews. Okay. Longer be accepting homebrews of any kind from ROM hacking.
ROM hacking?
ROMhacking.net will no longer be accepting homebrews.
Oh, we'll no
Homebrew
longer be accepting homebrews. Okay.
from now on.
Yeah, which is stupid. Up, Princess
Did they
Peach is
say?
texting us.
Did they say why?
He said, but people.
Nobody is a sick ukulele player. The ukulele is a shitty instrument for shitty people, except for that one Hawaiian guy who did that really good cover of Over the Rainbow from Wizard of Oz.
So while
If you're a giant Samoan man, you make the ukulele look cool. Other than that, put it away, get a real guitar.
They are afraid that this might mean that they're removing the homebrew section because of inactivity or lack of, anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, ROM hacking and homebrew kind of go hand in hand, you know? Oh, this romhacking.net was where I got a lot of homebrew games back in the day.
I just want a clear answer as to why. I get it.
Yeah.
There might be homebrews and like hacks that are just not worth it. But for history's sake, I think it's worth keeping them around just to show how
Well,
desperate a lot of these
not even just
bootleg
that. That it's like it's a valuable enough resource that I'd say, you know, like taking it Miles, please.
Taking it down is just
Stupid. And like,
yeah,
like I
stupid.
said, you got a lot of history on there, and I. Why am I talking to MJ more than her husband is?
Why indeed? Are they married at this point, Alex?
Man, I don't fucking know. They should be. But, you know, that's just me imposing my expectations of a good story on this thing.
Okay. Now, the thing it,
I'm not
you know,
asking to open up the fucking Spider-Man app. I want the... There we go. Oh. Oh, hey, they brought the crime to me.
you're not bringing the crime over to you. Ooh, the crime's coming over to me.
There's a
That-
cop right there.
Also, oh yeah, and another thing, what would this mean for
NYP. Serve and protect, ladies and gentlemen. Why aren't you doing your job? You got nothing better to do than to pull this taxi driver over, and Spider-Man just died. New York's finest have nothing better to do than to pull a fucking cab driver over while Spider-Man is getting shot by militia members down the street. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Data East is going
to
these beat 'em up game, Night Slashers.
Okay.
Yep.
Data East is going to remake the 90s for Data East
You know, I'm sorry, Gizmo.
is going to remake the 90s brawler Night Slashers.
There we go. I'm sorry, Gizmo. It's not funny, but it was hilarious when you said, you know, for fuck's sake, Data E, and then it just went and died.
I literally.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I have a story I want to tell, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell it now. So, Gizmo, if you can hear me, sorry for interrupting you, but I had a somewhat shitty weekend because
Where he nearly died.
No, that was a joke.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
got
playing up the joke.
yeah. The changing weather has kind of fucked up my voice, as you can probably tell, but that's not the thing, and that's not the fucked up thing that happened. You know, I didn't expect the fall damage to actually be potentially fatal. Good on you, Insomniac. You actually did something right for once.
Okay, now turn it back off.
I might.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Gizmo! Yeah, hey Gizmo. I was just about to tell a story. It was something that happened to me over the course of the weekend. So, on Thursday night, I got home and found out that my mom's Amazon account and my dad's PayPal account got hacked by
By some
somebody.
douchebag.
Yeah, by somebody on the internet. And I had to help them get that shit recovered because somebody tried to order like $1,000 worth of camera equipment from my dad's from my dad's PayPal account, and they also tried to order her an iPad from my mom's Amazon account.
Wow.
Oh, great. Now I have to play a fucking minigame. Destroy the corrupted atoms. You destroyed an essential atom. Okay, so there we go.
But did you destroy Adam Warlock?
No, I did not. So, anyways, so that I had to help them get this shit sorted out on Thursday night. So that led into destroying neutral atoms can be the safest way to delete a nearby corrupted atom. Okay. And I had to help them sort that shit out Thursday night. That was a great thing to come home to after class. But yeah, so when I was done with all of that shit, I had to I then wound up the next day of literally the following morning finding that somebody had hacked into my PayPal account and attempted to order a Microsoft Surface tablet, which is Microsoft's answer to the iPad. It's basically like a Windows 10 laptop that is a tablet PC as well, and tried to tried to buy that. So I was on the phone. That literally happened the moment I woke up, by the way. So I had to spend a shitload of time on the following, that morning, trying to get that shit sorted out. I messaged PayPal about it, and then I called PayPal about it the second their support center opened. And I got told by the people on the phone that there was nothing they could do about they flagged the transaction, but they couldn't like delete the transaction until like it had gone through, apparently. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was. But then the people from PayPal Messenger got back to me and said that they were able to that they could just delete it themselves, because this was after I talked to them and said, hey, Microsoft, because the people on PayPal on the phone told me I needed to contact Microsoft and tell them about it first, and then I couldn't find a Microsoft Store support link that would let me talk to a real person, and the other link that they had didn't actually
Help.
help, yeah, because the people who I there weren't people I couldn't talk to them about it because there were no people. And the robot was the dumbest motherfucker on the face of the planet. It thought I was asking about technical difficulties when I kept trying to ask it about fraud, you know? So that was, that happened. That I got that sorted out. I talked to my bank. My bank were much more helpful about it than fucking PayPal was at first. But everybody managed to, they all pulled through in the end and helped me out. My boss was very understanding about it and letting me talk to my financial institutions about this shit on the phone. So here's the thing. You weren't just gonna be able to guess my PayPal password. My PayPal password was very complicated. And my new one is even more complicated. And that tells me that somebody had to have gotten it in some kind of data breach. Like there had to be some kind of sorry, I'm trying to figure out what about those wires. What about those wires? I thought I already scanned those wires. Where are the wires? Oh, these wires. Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So they had to have gotten a hold of it somehow. And they had to have been going after it probably while they were going after for my mom's and dad's stuff. My mom and dad are old, they're not as tech savvy as I am, so they didn't have as complicated a password as I do. And so when that happened, for the connection, linking the node. There we go. And have the box. Like playing Lego Alpha Team when I was a kid. So, anyways, the one of the things that they did that you should be on the lookout for was that they took my email address, and they did this to my mom too, and I think they might have done it to my dad as well, but they didn't do it to him the first time. The thing that they did was right after they performed the hack and went through with the fraudulent transactions, they signed up the email address for a bunch of newsletters, a bunch of not scam newsletters. They signed it up for like any given newsletter that there exists on the internet. Like anywhere there's a form where you can enter a newsletter, enter an email to get a newsletter or a mailing of some sort, they put that on there. And that, if you see a bunch of stuff like that popping up in your inbox, peel through it. Like, very specifically look to see what's in your inbox. Miles can use his camouflage to become invisible. Oh yeah, it's like I played the last fucking game or something.
Yeah.
God, these guys are fucking retarded.
That they are.
They didn't even hear their comrades getting fucked up.
No.
Yeah, if all of a sudden you start seeing a lot of newsletters popping up in your inbox that you didn't sign up for, go looking in your purchase history and whatnot and look for an invoice or something for a purchase, for a high value purchase is that you didn't make, because that could very well be in there, because they were basically attempting to prevent to prevent you from being able to tell where your they're trying to prevent you from being able to tell that somebody had made an unauthorized purchase. And this, for some reason, this purchase did not show up as a PayPal notification to me. Which is very strange. Yeah, I have the PayPal app, and I thought I had two-factor authentication turned on. By the way, hey, turn on two-factor authentication if you can. And, get all the security measures you can. And turn them all on. Because they will help you in times like this. Two-factor authentication will save your ass when it comes to people trying to access your shit without your knowledge. Especially financial stuff. Like, people, like, two-factor authentication can seem like it's a pain in the ass. And sometimes it can be. But that pain in the ass will save your ass sometimes. Like, this is why Valve is so anal about Steam Guard and things like that. That they want everybody's asses to be protected financially. That guy's fucking dead. Oh, that guy's double dead now.
What about triple dead? Doesn't have the same level. Doesn't have the same flavor, does it?
No, not really. I mean, we can try, but how's that guy safe? There's somebody looking directly at him.
Let's see.
Didn't I unlock an ability in the last game that allowed me to turn invisible automatically? Kind of missing.
Yeah, but I don't believe that transfers over. And
oh yeah, because I totally want to unlock all the abilities I've had in the last game over again.
Welcome. It's called being a Metroid fan, Alex.
Yeah. Well, Peter and Miles don't have the revolving door of powers that
Samus does.
I'm trying to figure out how these two are in danger. We're looking at them. They're not looking at each other.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa.
Whoa. That the fucking vulture bot didn't even show up on the radar. What the hell? On.
I really am curious. Would you actually end up playing the first two Paper Mario games before, rather to get it set for the for Thousand Year Doors remake?
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted.
I'll just play the first one just because you're one of the lucky individual. You're sadly one of the unlucky individuals who weren't able to get a hold of this masterpiece back when it was on the game.
Yeah, I don't have the I have the manual for Thousand Year Door.
Weirdly
I think it's in my copy of Sonic Adventure.
Wow.
Because Sonic Adventure didn't come with its manual. Well, it came with the manual for Sonic. It came with the manual for something else, and I think that was Thousand Year Door.
How random.
Yeah. I once found a scratch-to-hell copy of Mario Kart Double Dash in the box for Power Rangers Dino Thunder. I didn't wind up buying it because the game was in bad condition. Felicia stole Doctor Strange's wand. Now this is turning into... This is literally turning into Spider-Man 3. Well, Spider-Man No Way Home. I hit the button and nothing happened. Now we're just repeating the same set pieces over and over again. Sure you do.
Sure you can.
I'm pushing the... What? Collateral damage? What's that?
You know, funnily enough, Alex, even in the commentaries where you're not present, and I still end up making that running gag. We've even done it. We've even
Nice.
done it for the TMNT 03 commentaries that I've been doing with Seamus. This where sometimes the turtles' actions do cause collateral damage.
And now we're at the Antarctic. You...
Do 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 do. So, in case you're wondering, why am I back in the Pirates Grotto when I don't have any reason to be here? I missed a shine sprite
Hmm.
because
Ah.
I am a
So
very stubborn son of a bitch when it comes to trying to somewhat complete the games that I have on my.
David Ayers, The Beekeeper, is coming to 4K UHD. I mean,
Neat.
that was probably going to happen, but, you know, that's nice to know.
Good to know. Next question.
Ugh.
And now I need to head back to Rogueport.
MJ said not to trust you. You know, kind of preferred it when Black Cat was kind of on our side.
Yeah.
And
Sadly,
they'll
Peter ended up being a
never
cuck.
see me coming.
God, I love that. I like how in the Hail to the King in short, or they did it that came, I believe it came bundled with Thor the Dark World.
Yes.
Oh, they see him in prison, they're like, oh, do the thing, do the thing.
Do the thing, do the thing.
And then he's like, you'll never see me coming. And they're like,
I
he
hit
said
the button and nothing happened.
We're having different variants of that of that gag, aren't we?
Yeah. Gag stolen shamelessly from Gabriel Morton in Let's Drown Out The Path.
And you know, the sad thing is, even though I really like Thousand Year Door, the one problem it has is the whole backtracking thing. And oh god. There's one particular part of chapter 7 that will be repeated in a trouble we got to do later on in the game. And that's very nauseating.
I keep forgetting I have these new stupid powers because they're just not in my fucking thought process, you know? Like,
Are you sure there are new stupid powers or two stupid powers?
there are 4 stupid powers.
Could have made two stupid dogs reference.
Living on an endless road, round the world for rock and roll. Sometimes it feels so rough, but I still ain't had enough. I keep saying that it's getting too much, but I
Hey Gizmo,
know
are you okay right now?
higher. Hellraiser and the thunder and heat Hellraiser, rocking back in your seat. Hellraiser, and make it come true. Hellraiser, I put a spell on you. Miles, why did you dodge into the explosion?
All right.
We're just
So,
destroying all of these benches for no reason.
yeah, no reason at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. What the fuck is the point of that, Miles?
I could ask that same question about a lot of Insomniac Spider-Man stuff nowadays. I
Just
still
cut to Lelouch v. Britannia. What is the point of this thing?
How often are we going to be quoting Code Ment?
Not enough. There will
So we need to
always be occasion to quote Code Ment.
Alex, why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Because the soup store is the only place that has the clothes. I want
Oh.
soup branded clothes, damn it.
Oh God. I am now fighting against
I only wear Campbell's brand underwear, Kevin.
What?
You know, the sad thing is, Campbell's has underwear now.
Oh,
Somebody I work with wears Campbell's soup socks.
Okay, so this charming fellow is known as a Coop Patrol. He's not
Peter!
exactly a very
Peter, I could use some help!
kind of guy.
Peter, I'm getting my ass kicked! Peter. Please. We're supposed to be a team.
You want to know what? You want to know what? Oh, you don't want to know why Peter's letting Miles get his ass kicked?
Why?
Because he's like to Peter. Remember that time? Or because Peter's like, remember that time you show me that Zeb Wells panel?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, now Peter's just watching with popcorn. Yeah, you got this, buddy. Yep, Gizmo, I think
Moving
you're
on in this road.
I can't even hear Gizmo anymore.
Yeah, neither can I.
Holy shit. I really feel bad for him.
His internet is fucked up right now.
Yeah. I'm mostly just kind of collecting shine sprites, and I'm going to see if I can get the troubles out of the way. As a reminder, this game has side quests
Damn it!
that I... Oh, geez.
Listen, I understand and that Peter and Miles are both supposed to be kind of dorky, but this is not the kind of quipping that Spider-Man is known for. Spider-Man is known for the cutting insults that destroy your opponent's self-esteem kind of quips, not the irrelevant and sea lion facts quips.
Uh,
Miles, Miles, please.
and people wonder, or what? And you know that same troll guy that I mentioned a
Oh
while
yeah, we were
ago?
talking a while ago about a Spider-Man troll guy who says, what was he saying exactly? He was saying something about Zeb Wells not sucking ass.
Well, not only did
I hit
he
the
say,
button and you didn't dodge, Miles.
well, not only did he say, well, not only did he say like, oh, you didn't read, hey, you're just getting, it's just a hive-minded opinion, and on that Zeb Wells panel. Oh, but he also got on Gene Gentry. I'm sure you've seen her around on Twitter.
Probably.
And so she was criticizing the fact that Sony is content with letting their game, letting their idea a tank. And again, he got on her saying like, "Oh, you don't know comics, blah blah blah," and then she like, "Don't like, oh, I've read way more comics than you've ever read," and I'm like, "Ooh boy." So so then and he's all so that and he then says like, "Oh, you can get Miguel O'Hara for like 25 bucks if you're lucky or more."
You
Or
know,
and
Miguel O'Hara was Spider-Man 2099.
yeah.
He was not like he might have been referred to as, you know, the Spider-Man and by his locals, but you know, he was Spider-Man to his locals. It's like how Terry McGinnis is Batman, you know? Well,
Yeah.
he's fucking Batman, and you know, he fought in his own right to be his generation's Dark Knight, and he was fucking great at it. To the
Yep.
point like he had the man himself in his ear after the man himself couldn't do it anymore, you know? Well, like this, we're in completely different territory. You know, like all this stuff of where Miles, please, Miles, please. There we go. So we had the characters, you know, we had good storylines, we had cool shit happening, we had original villains, most importantly. Hey, like we weren't just transferring over Spider-Man villains. We had we weren't just transferring over regular ass Batman villains, stealing from what already
Yeah, we
existed.
had original characters added to the storyline. And yet I'm just like, oh god.
Like the best comparison is honestly to Batman Beyond and to Spider-Man 2099 and the rest of 2099 Marvel actually, because as those were new versions of the characters that had their own spins on things and
No
things they
wonder
you know
that
they took up the mantles of the old characters, but they did their own things. They had their own they had their own villains. They had their own versions of existing villains. Like the Batman Beyond version of the Joker is not the same version of the Joker or that was in you know the original Batman the Animated Series.
yeah,
It's like
it's Tim
there's
it was
bits of
Tim
it
Drake.
there. Yeah, it was Tim Drake. It
It
was
was Tim Drake.
there's bits of you know OG Joker there, but that's because OG Joker was you know putting things into
Into
Miles,
place.
please. Like it was a plot, you know. There were plans in there. It's
Yeah.
like and then they made Superior Spider-Man and it completely ripped off Return of the Joker, you know?
Of course they did. And the thing is that there's also the fact that Digimon also has a somewhat a similar motif, even with which in Adventure 2, Otai ends up passing down his goggles over to somebody else who ends up who ended up being um, all kind of more of a necessity to the role of and eventually the character acclimated to said role.
Yeah. And then we could also say, like, Bucky Barnes after Steve Rogers died, and when he became Captain America, Steve Rogers, quote unquote, died. You know, that kind of thing.
Yep, but then
We
he
can,
got
we
better.
can, yeah, we can talk about Dick Grayson being Batman after Bruce Wayne died, that kind of thing. I mean, people were down with that. People loved
Yeah,
that. People were sad that that ended. Like, they wanted more of that. We didn't get more of that.
nope, we didn't even get at a good version of that in Batman Bad Blood.
No, we didn't. And the thing is, like, anybody can wind up taking up the mantle of Batman. And like anybody could ultimately take up the mantle of Miles, please. Anybody could wind up Gizmo? Gizmo, are you here?
I am now.
Speak to me, buddy.
I am now.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay. I was
we're
just telling a
terribly
story.
sorry.
Yeah, I was just telling a story about how I was almost the victim of financial fraud.
Yeah, I was listening to that. That was only after that you started cutting off.
Oh yeah. This is PS5, ladies and gentlemen. And there's no more room in hell. The NPCs will walk into bushes a whole bunch.
And
Joke shamelessly stolen from Zero Punctuation. Which is sadly no longer a series now.
oh, fuck you, Boo.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear
we
you.
can we can still
Okay,
hear
cool.
you.
So okay, cool. So let me read this before I get cut off. Data East 90s brawler Night Slashers is getting a remake.
Awesome.
Cool.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like you know, Data East, 90s brawler. Pretty cool name. Yeah.
Think of it like a Halloween themed beat 'em up.
Oh, that's
Neat.
really neat. We need more Halloween themed games.
Yep.
Pyre.
We need good Christmas themed games too.
We need Santa's sleigh version of Santa.
Or M-rated beat 'em ups.
the, the version played by Bill Goldberg.
Yes. Come on, that would be awesome. Gizmo, you agree,
Mm.
right? Do you agree that that would be a cool idea?
Miles, please.
Miles, we're begging you. Oh, make a good save your own comic series. Oh wait, you can't.
Bad
Rain
news.
shall come green. The dawn, it's a brand
Let
new
me guess,
day.
you died.
Oh, yes, I did. I am now no longer dead, but
Anyway, Gizmo, as you were saying.
Sompress is fighting ovarian cancer.
Interesting.
hmm.
Repeat that because I know I got cut off. Mortal
I see.
Kombat star Bridget Wilson Sompress is fighting ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the DLC for Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, good God, that is horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Uh,
people not doing well
Ovarian cancer.
lately.
yeah. And to think, she had only recently came back to acting with Mortal Kombat and 11's DLC.
Yeah.
Now, was
Unfortunately,
that
they didn't do
her?
the entire DLC, as in, like, you know, all of the game, and with her. 'Cause she would have been a
I don't think
better
that
than
was her.
Ronda Rousey.
No,
They
it
got
was no, it was Bridget Wilson. It actually is in the correct.
Yep, that's me.
image
You're
like
probably
this, but I
wondering
don't think
how
that
I
was
wound
her
up like
voicing
this.
herself.
You're having way too much fun with photo mode, aren't you?
I didn't even intend to get into photo mode here, but you know, it
Let's
happened.
hand Merlin the up arrow. Is this an up arrow? An up arrow? Up? Of course.
Oh,
Of
apparently
course.
she's been in other movies apparently, like Last Action Hero and Billy Madison.
I didn't know she was in Billy Madison. I knew she was in Last Action Hero.
So Billy Madison, I think she played the love interest. Last
Huh.
Action Hero, I think she plays the daughter of the action movie hero.
Oh, I could power up 4 of my partners. Shall
Still though, like damn, there's so many celebrities suffering some kind of disease right now.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
somebody who was going into like the last stages of hospice. There's somebody he was, I think, recently. Like they were saying,
Say that again. Last stage of what?
somebody was
Last stage
going
of
into
what?
hospice recently, like his like he wasn't, some actor wasn't doing too well. Oh, and
Oh,
they
okay. I
posted
think I know
about,
what you're talking about. I think I know. Yeah, I think
Miles, please.
suffering from the. So it was guy from Jurassic Park that's suffering some shit.
Oh
Sam Neill.
shit, Sam Neill.
Sam Neill and Bruce
Damn
Willis.
it. Sam Neill is apparently doing not good, and god damn, that man has been in so many of my favorite movies over the years. Hang on, I actually need to look this up because he was in the Mouth of Madness and he was in Jurassic Park. He's been in a bunch of other shit too. Let's see here. Huh. He was in a movie called Sleeping Dogs in 1977.
Okay, so Alex, in case you were wondering why the big deal with the up arrow, well, if you would recall from the first Paper Mario game, you gained an Ultra Orb at one point in the game, which let you go power up your partners even further,
Huh.
or whenever you hit a super block.
Yeah, he was in
Here,
Bicentennial Man. He was also in the 1994 Jungle Book movie, by the way.
I think I remember that. And one.
Yes. Huh. I don't know
Let's hope
why
she gets all right. Let's hope she gets rid of the cancer because
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hoping.
That
I just I don't. Sam Neill is like one of my favorite actors, and I've like he's not that much older than my dad, so like I just hope he does all right, because
yeah,
that's
that's depressing.
that's not good. Yeah. Yeah, Miles, maybe if you focus more on your stuff rather than your podcast, maybe you'd actually be alive.
Miles Morales. Here lies Miles Morales. He died as he lived, being a shit poster. Come on, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I'd put that on his tombstone.
Peter would be like, I mean, I'm trying here. I'm trying to take this seriously, but come the fuck on, guys. You were expecting way too much of me.
Miles, please.
Okay, so we got tell that person.
Maybe you should deal with me because I'm right here.
So, have you? Okay.
We can hear you.
Yep.
Miles, maybe you could, I don't know, hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker? Not aiming at the right guy. Thank you, Miles. At least you're doing something.
Have you guys wanted to? Have you?
Have
Metal
we...
Gear
what now?
Solid Cologne. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid Cologne? Oh, that's fucking weird.
So that
Did
way
you
you could
also...
smell like
You can smell...
snake.
You can smell solid?
I'm not sure how to feel about that idea.
I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get enough to heal myself.
We're just gonna keep doing this and that and this and then that.
On Metal Gear Solid.
There we go.
Cologne is coming out. That's going to be themed around Metal Gear Solid.
Did
Right.
they say what fragrance it's going to be?
Do 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 do.
Where are the last two? You're fucking kidding me.
Shadow Moses. It's going to
Thank
smell like Shadow
fucking
Moses Island.
God.
It's going to smell like Shadow Moses Island from what I can tell.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
I'm not gonna
Enriched,
buy that, but cool. Does it at
yeah,
least
from what
come in a bottle? Oh, that looks
in a,
like Metal Gear Rex?
it's in a bottle and that has a label of Metal Gear Solid saying it's a Shadow Moses. The scent
Okay.
is enriched with aromatic hints of myrrh, fir balsam, and patchouli, with undertones of oak moss, cedarwood, amber, and musk.
Okay, you know, I...
So I guess if you wanted to vaguely smell like the first level of Metal Gear, there you go.
Oh dear God. This next mission. Guess
Sorry,
where
just
I
got
gotta.
back from Nepal. The doctor and I owe you one. Hun Wong. Thanks, Wongers.
Guess what I gotta do. So
Grind?
guys,
Officially turned 25.
Okay. I
Happy
now feel
birthday.
old.
Hey,
Just a
everybody, we're
reminder,
gonna.
the games that have come out. Reminder that the games that came out with the Game Boy Color are Legend.
The Oracle games.
Yeah.
Ghost Babel, and Super Mario Deluxe.
Interesting.
Game Boy,
And
Game Boy. That
Alex,
why does
remember that it came with
why is
accessories just like
Quentin Beck
the Game Boy.
Mysterio, why do you look like
Remember that
Kang the
oh,
Conqueror?
fucking.
A discount Kang the Conqueror?
I am Kang, and you talk to ants. Never forget that Kang is the same bitch that got jobbed out to a group of ants. And they're
Yeah.
gonna hype. They're trying to hype this motherfucker up for being the next
Let's
Thanos.
let's also not or such as the link cable.
Yep.
Yep, link cable.
The
It's
the
Dr.
solar battery
Mysterio's
charger.
patented video. Fun for all your fans. Bursting out with things
Sonar.
to do. By yourself or with someone. Mystery and magic.
Game Boy Color.
Excitement never ends. When you open up the almanac. Oh, yeah, I got those lyrics messed up. Doesn't matter. Round the world, round the world, around the world. And now I have to play Guitar Hero. Now playing DJ Hero on Extra Hard.
So, Alex, now I gotta go all the way back to Keel Hall Key again.
Nobody's
Which, by the
dancing,
way,
Miles.
Retro games with HDMI without modding or having. Okay. Hey guys, do you wish you could play your CD-based retro games with HDMI without any of those third-party connections? Because the
Yeah.
Analog Duo is still on course to launch this year,
oh
apparently.
joy.
Cool.
By the way,
I'm more interested in the Analog 3D.
I'm more interested in the rocket-powered fist.
I'll be back.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like, the funny thing is that oh
How
Jerry.
much longer is this game going to go on?
I think Gizmo's arguing with his mom.
He might be arguing with the router.
Okay, so
I don't know what musical instrument this is supposed to be.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument, Kevin.
Hey, I knew you'd get that reference. Okay, what about
But yeah, you
horseradish?
play your games around. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Looks like they changed the date twice. They'll be shipping them around this year, but they won't be releasing this year.
Well, that's peculiar.
But
And now we're turning Miles even more into a Dragon Ball
base
Z
games, the
character.
Saturn, PlayStation 1, TurboGrafx CD. I'm not sure about other ones. I think I heard them say that you can play Dreamcast games, but that's only me thinking they did. They
I mean,
definitely
if
can't
they...
play because
excuse me. So, Miles, please. Miles, please. Okay, there we go. So, if they actually do, like, Dreamcast games, that'd be cool, but I already have a Dreamcast. I already have it modded to play games off of a mode, as it's known. So, excuse me.
The funny thing
And I have
is
an
that
HDMI out for it. And an upscaler. But yeah. Now I can just teleport over there. Nothing personal, kid.
nothing personnel.
All right.
at least for the Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah, people are putting out
Yeah.
new games all the time for these
Well, no,
things.
but this just in. Apparently, the guys in Brazil are developing it because you
Oh,
got to
of course
remember.
it's Brazil.
Yeah, you got to remember Brazil has for the longest time been a supporter of the Master System and Genesis because they were hardly able to afford anything newer.
Yeah, Brazil has some weird shit going on in the economy over there.
Yeah, like fucking.
Like I have a couple of friends who are from Brazil, and that, like, them getting a hold of shit that gets released here in the States is difficult.
Wow, Goombella, you are harsh.
I got a friend in Brazil that says that a Switch is like almost $1,000 or something.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, hell, in Australia, video games were like 100 Australian, 120 Australian dollars at one point.
Hey, Alex, I got a
Doing,
question.
yeah?
Why is it on your end that you're doing Yang's trailer from Ruby?
Hang the fuck on. What?
Yang's trailer from Ruby?
I'm not.
Are you're shit posting right now, right?
No, it looks like you're in Yang's trailer from Ruby.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm in Mysterio's holodeck,
Wait,
and
no.
my my hallucinations are getting the better of me.
So you're fighting against what's his face? Jake
Herman,
Gyllenhaal.
I'm fighting against Herman Lee's guys, apparently. And
So Jake Gyllenhaal.
no, Quentin Beck is apparently on my side here, so
That's stupid.
but
A known fraud on your side.
well, he's retired from fraud and become a
Bullshit.
yeah. I'm just saying what the game is posing this as. He quote unquote retired from fraud and posed himself as a sideshow attraction at Coney Island.
Bullshit. Sorry, I have this really bad cough. Hey guys, do you think I should get that looked at?
Yes.
You know what? This is some fair play, Quentin. If you were evil, you wouldn't have closed that. You'd have done like the mayor from Jaws and said, hey, I can't close this. This is my only source of income. But at least he says, yeah, no, something weird happened. I'm going to shut this down and figure things out.
I swear, I love quick change. Some people so Alex, when some people would say in terms of recommended level ups, some people would prioritize starting out by leveling up your badge points all the way to max. But here's the thing with this game, Alex.
Yeah?
The max is way too high
Uh-huh.
for that recommendation to make any semblance of sense.
Oh,
So you're
yeah. I just saw something here. So there is a PS5 Slim bundle for Modern Warfare 3. The Modern Warfare 3 quote-unquote remake, whatever the fuck it is. And Modern Warfare... The Modern Warfare... Or 2... the Modern Warfare 3 remake is apparently over 200 gigabytes.
Excuse me, what?
Bad.
Yeah. This game came on a DVD back in the day. I still have my original copy of Modern Warfare 3 that I got over 10 years ago at this point, I think. I'd have to go back and look.
You've ruined by playing it off the fucking disc.
Yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Yeah, 12 years ago. I have my copy of Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I got 12 years ago. And I can play it off of my disc on my Xbox without... I can just put it into my Series X, and in like 5 minutes, I'm playing Modern Warfare 3. If I want to play this remake, it's over 300 gigabytes.
That's retarded.
Well, I said over 300 gigabytes. It's over 200 gigabytes.
Again, that's retarded.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. Now I'm playing Wii Sports.
A poor man's Wii Sports, Alex.
Yeah, poor man's Wii Sports.
Because, see, Wii Sports would actually do better.
Well, yeah,
Even
I'd
with...
actually have to aim and flick and...
Yeah, but
Wii,
here it's like...
The Wii is 17 years old, and it had better motion controls than... Oh. This is PS5, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at that fucking lighting.
Also, I'm not gonna bother with
I'm sorry.
Because, I don't want to have to suffer through when I don't want to have to suffer with the lag. I'm like,
all right,
so
then.
Are you calling it for the night, Gizmo?
what?
Are you calling it for the night? Okay. All right, let's...
Not supposed to be able to win the games.
Of lag. I won't be able to understand half of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I hope your situation gets sorted out.
Hopefully.
Because I do enjoy having you around as well, because you actually add a bit of flavor to this.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, and this is a kind of weird thing here. Oh yeah, so
all right, so
where
are we
MJ
going now?
MJ and Peters. That sucks. So, let's see here. Modern Warfare 3's campaign endings take place after the events of Modern Warfare 2. Yes, thank you. Yeah. It's just apparently the plot of the new Modern Warfare 3 is shit. Like, Modern Warfare isn't exactly a complicated plot. Modern Warfare
Yeah.
trilogy, had a, pretty good story, but it was a fun game first and foremost. And I remember when you could just plug in a fucking game and have it work. Oh, hi Tombstone.
This is why I prefer physical games over digital.
Obviously.
Well,
Sadly,
hell.
I have the digital version on my PS5.
Like
Yeah, I was gonna.
I'll take a digital copy if there's literally no other choice. Like not even like limited run is gonna make
Yeah.
a copy. But
Well,
if there's an option to do so and it's easier, why not just make a physical copy?
yeah. What I was gonna say is that so you remember how Modern Warfare, or you got your copy of Modern Warfare, right?
Uh-huh.
You could run that game off of just flat out straight off of your disc. Put it in your Xbox 360 and play it.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah?
I got the W emblem. You want to know
Oh,
what
no.
that means?
You pick Wario.
Yep. But I'm not gonna have that on me the whole time.
But yeah,
I gotta.
like Modern Warfare 3
Yeah.
cost like, what was it, 40-50 bucks, the original, and they're asking 70 bucks for a new game and that has
Hello?
shittier content.
Yes, I can
and
hear you.
That has shittier content and like not enough. Can I get up? Why can't I?
All right, we're gonna go talk to the old guy, and he's sick.
I want to ask you guys about
Yeah.
are you guys going to participate in the fantasy draft?
I'm not
Probably
sure.
not. I'm working on a whole
Yeah.
bunch of shit at the moment, and I just
This one isn't like right. Well, actually, no, this is writing. But you would only have to debate why your character.
Yeah, I'm not
Mm.
gonna be
yeah,
able
I
to
already have
participate
too
in
many
that
things
either.
that I'm behind on. I can't get involved in something new,
Yeah. Same here.
Ask. It's a really good. It's a really cool event. It's a really fun event.
I fit. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's just, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to do that since, like Alex, I've also got a whole bunch of things that I got to get caught up on
Mm-hmm.
include, and I know I've been putting off, and I know that I've unfortunately been putting off my doing more of my Judas contract fic, but I still got to do that, and among other things.
God, the
things
final trailer for the Marvels is so fucking pretentious. It's like they have clips from the entire MCU who are leading up to Endgame, almost. Like at the very least, they have Steve and Tony, and that's already more credibility than this movie has. By the way, hey people, we were talking about how the film is not predicted to do well. There
Yeah.
is apparently musical cues from X-Men 2 and the original X-Men in the score.
Why? Yeah. Or no, wait, hold on. I gotta channel my inner Antron. Why?
But why though? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why?
I feel bad for this poor whack. I keep beating him over the head with my hammer,
Why?
or just to get a more or overpowered Earn items. I'm such a mean person. Anyway, we got it. Anyway, we're back on cat. We're back on Keel Hall Key, and we got to go find in Francesca and Frankie.
The game is broken again. So I'm going to save another
There they are.
manual save here.
Oh
I'm
God,
going to have to
Alex.
quit. And now I'm going to have to go back.
Oh God.
Is
Frankie's
anyone
gotta say I love you 100 times to Francesca.
is anyone else kind of worried what the second line of DLC is going to be for Mortal Kombat 1?
I don't care.
Yeah,
Mortal
I
Kombat
don't
1
care
is
either.
fucking dead to me.
Yeah, like you don't get better than Omni Man. Like, come on.
Okay.
You could, but that's why I'm a little worried about the second DLC. Like Mortal Kombat, it wasn't until I think it was like Mortal Kombat 10 they started doing seasons with their DLCs, right?
Yeah,
Seasons of
eh,
DLC are not inherently a bad idea. Because
They're
that means that
not.
you know what you're getting. Thinking like you got a predictable line of stuff coming.
10 and 11 gave us characters that we loved, that we
This is a lot of effort
these
that went into this
characters
game. This is a lot of stuff that
given a move
this
set we ever
is.
thought would be
What
possible.
is that? Why is this here? Like, this isn't fun. This is just a thing.
that happens.
Like, this is
Like what's
here. Pony
what's the
Island shit.
season?
Why?
Like what's the season 1 lineup for Mortal Kombat 1? Omni Man, Homelander,
Peacemaker,
Peacemaker,
Takeda,
Takeda,
Ermac,
Ermac,
and
Quan
Quan
Chi.
Chi.
You know, call
Okay,
me
that's not.
crazy. I feel like any character that was in a previous game should not be charged extra for in the next game.
I think it really depends. If they're like from directly from like 1 or 2 games ago, then no. Why bother making him DLC?
Well, Takeda was in MKX.
Yeah, I think you should have characters
Peter
from
was what?
previous games, from all
Takeda,
previous games in your sequels, like especially fighting games.
you mean like Smash Brothers?
Yeah, if you have a character in, like, say, like you got Street Fighter, right? You got,
Yep.
Ken Ryu, etc. If Street
I
Fighter
mean,
2 takes out Ken
It's different though because
and makes him paid DLC, that's an asshole move. He was already in the last game and that we already paid for, you know? The work is already done, basically. Why are you charging more for something that's part of your baseline, you know?
well, that's with Street Fighter they
I'm
gave
not
good.
touching that.
With Street Fighter they gave good reasons though. Like say like when they made 4, right? Like we gotten some new characters as DLC, but we also gotten some older characters. I don't think it would have worked if they were just going to reuse the old move set outright. Because not only was this a new like Street Fighter entry, but it was also a new graphics. This is the first time we saw an official Street Fighter game in 3D that wasn't EX.
well, 2.5 5D, but yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean by
Eh.
2.5D, but the graphics are 3D. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
3D
gameplay.
models on a 2D plane. That's
Right,
2.5D.
2.5D is
What the fuck? There was a Bored Ape Yacht Club convention called Ape Fest.
So I'm talking about the graph.
And apparently the
And Cody and Guy, I don't think their moves would have worked entirely if they just saw what was given to them in the Alpha series. It worked when they reworked them a bit, they tweaked them, their entire move set outright,
raise
and it worked.
controller to raise your hands.
And it worked outright. Same thing when they went directly to Street Fighter
I put
Five.
my
A lot
hands
of the
up in
moves,
the air sometimes, saying,
a lot
hey
of the
ho.
moves. Same thing when they or maybe they went to like a different route in life. Like again, Cody,
Hmm.
a Street Fighter anymore. He's now a guy who's running for office. He's now a guy that Mayor Hagar literally put in charge. He's still
I like that kind of character development
Cody from
in
Alpha.
fighting games.
Yeah. So Bored Ape Yacht Club says, apes,
mean,
we
that
are
makes
aware
sense.
of eye-related issues that have affected some of the attendees of Ape Fest,
It's shown.
and
Okay, hold on.
we have proactively been reaching out to individuals since yesterday to try and find the potential root of causes. Based on our estimates, we believe that much less than 1% of those attending and working at the event had these symptoms. While nearly everyone has indicated that their symptoms have improved, we encourage anybody who feels them to seek medical attention just in case.
Is this what is this?
This is the
What is this
Bored Ape
about?
Yacht Club NFT guys.
What?
What?
So, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the guys who created the ugly monkey NFTs,
Huh? You got cut off.
Alex?
the guys who created the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs is the ugly apes.
Right.
They held a convention where they had purple ultraviolet lights everywhere, and apparently have caused eye issues to about 1% of the people who were over there. MJ, why was your score not going up?
MJ, why do you look like a Roblox character?
That's not moles, they're hydras.
I feel sorry for the actress that was used for or MJ's model, although they had to
The-
stick with that facial
Yeah,
model.
the funny thing is, the facial model of the character in the Peter, what are you? Okay,
Oh,
so I
great.
can have a.
Beldam is here.
Let's see. I think I'm going to get the cowboy hat with the glowing sunglasses. And of course, Harry gets one like I did. Yeah, so apparently, the Bored Ape Yacht Club burned the retinas of the attendees of Ape Fest with ultraviolet lights. Any idiot could have told you that was a bad idea, but, you know. Apparently these people were not smart enough to figure that out.
Obviously not.
Well, they did create the Bored Ape NFTs, so the ugliest fucking art on the face of the planet.
Okay, so now we are on the Excess Express, which leads us into chapter 6 of the game. Title which is titled, wait for it. Chapter 6. 3 days of excess. What do you think will be in those 3 days, Alex? Place your bets.
Let's see. Oh, I have a feeling that something's going to go wrong here.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you know, something went wrong in the last major event that we had, so, you know.
Major event in this game?
Yeah.
The one I'm playing, right?
Oh no, I was talking about this game.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna save and call it for the night here.
Yeah, when I get done with this, I'm gonna call it.
Anyway, so next time on Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, we're gonna be continuing with Chapter 6. So we'll see y'all then. Bye.
hopefully next time I won't have much problems like this.
Yep,
Yeah.
hopefully. So anyway, I'll be gone now.
See you later.
And I'm done. Alright. I'm just gonna I just leave the call. Oh, and I'll talk to you later, Alex.
See you, man.
See ya. What's going on with Wi-Fi even right now? No,
Yeah. I wound up running a,
up right.
I wound up running an Ethernet cable up to my room from the, downstairs router just to,
What?
an Ethernet cable. Because,
Service or just connect
because
to your
I
router.
kept having stuff like that happen, and I figured, nah, what the hell. Couldn't put the activities that we need to do closer together. Yeah, it might not make sense in terms of the layout, but you should be laying things out so that the characters in the game, you know, so that the players of the game have a easier time getting to shit. What the fuck was that? Oh my god, Harry Osborn's taking steroids. It's almost like I've seen Spectacular Spider-Man or something. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-da.
I still think the Tobey Maguire suit is the best movie Spider-Man suit out there.
I think the black suit for him was the best. Possibly actually,
Yeah.
you know what? But for live action, and the black suit was really fucking good. Did you go
Oh,
live again, or are you not live?
no, I'm not live. I'm not live.
Okay. Hang on a All right. I'm going to get more of this tedious bullshit done so we can get back to my Spider-Man game.
Ruby, what the hell was that?
Huh?
What was Kevin talking about? Saying that we were playing the Ruby trailer?
Oh no, he was saying and that the Mysterio thing looked like looked like something from Ruby. And yeah.
Huh. Odd.
I mean he's right. It did. I didn't realize that until he pointed it out.
That death battle though.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
I didn't expect that ending.
No, I did not. Go check out our video that we did. And it should be out on the channel, by the way.
I was part of it.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, the new Scarface remake is dead. And apparently SAG-AFTRA has rejected the latest proposal from the studio coalition, and because it didn't include anything about the likeness thing.
Neuter the fucking thing.
Yeah. Like they basically took out all of the AI likeness and voice recreation stuff, of which was kind of the key point. So, you know, and something's going
Okay.
wrong. Oh, am I surprised? I am not surprised. Hi, Tombstone.
Scarface. You know they're gonna.
Here's
They're gonna neuter
Tombstone.
them.
Here's Tombstone minding his own business, and somebody's fucking with him. Yeah, no, they're just not making the Scarface remake now.
That was a.
And now the Spider-Man in the cowboy hat got shot. I wonder if Peter gets a cut of all this Spider-Man merch that they keep shilling. I'd hope so. This will be over soon if you just bear with me. Oh, hang on. The game actually made that joke. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna save the game and stop here. And I will see you guys later. Bye now. Gizmo, are you still here?
I'm still here.
Say goodbye to the good people of Twitch.
Don't tell me what to do. Bye bye.